Why is this not showing up? Oh, we're in the wrong screen. We were in the wrong screen. There we go. I'm gonna lower down the volume a little bit. We're gonna have this as the background for just a teeny little bit. But yeah, you are listening right now to Usagi Flap, but Chill Lo-Fi. As usual, the information for that is in the description below, so check them out. They have a lot of lo-fi mixes, it seems. So, yeah. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday to everyone, or I guess Sunday, depending on what part of the world you are. Anyway, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Ruka. We're here for another Blue Archive stream, and this time we're actually going to continue with the story. So, exhausted? I feel that too. To be honest, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Not that I promised Sunday streams to begin with, but still. I've been doing a lot of Sunday streams with Japanese language learning stuff, but I might have to skip this next week. But yeah, filled with dust, that doesn't sound good. I'd say get to a better environment, but at least, you know, if you can. I have been, let's see, what did I do recently? I ate some of the really stale, cardboardy biscuits from last night's MRE stream, and I managed to finish off the apple jam that came with it. The apple jam was actually really good. It's a little bit runnier than not expected. It's a little runnier than I'm used to, but it at least made the biscuits a lot more palatable. So I still have one pack of those biscuits left and no more apple jam. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to finish it off with. Maybe the pate or something. I kind of thought about what the Rabbit Squad would be going through with their expired bentos and my stale biscuits. I feel like with their expired bentos would still be a whole lot better than the stale biscuits that I basically ate from a basically non-expired MRE, so it's a little bit different there. So yeah, that kind of went through my mind. Other than that, how's everyone holding up with the... what is that thing? The firing drill? Are they really that bad? They're edible, but just barely. Like, I don't know how to describe them other than they taste like cardboard. And when I say they taste like cardboard, it literally tastes like eating cardboard. Not that I've actually eaten actually cardboard, but it does have that taste and consistency, which I didn't think was actually possible in a biscuit. So yeah. Regards, oh yeah, the drill. That's what I was thinking of. How is everyone doing with the drill? Whenever these firing drill things come up, the firing drill. Whenever these firing drill things come up, it makes me wish that I didn't have to like send in 3 squads just to finish the what do you call this? One turn of firing drill. It just takes so long to do them. So it makes me kind of wish they were over sooner. But we got 1 day left of it, so hang in there, everyone. Hang in there. No one can stop the pink menace. I always forget to do them. It's a little bit harder to remember because I feel like whenever you do the firing drill, what is the rewards for this? The rewards for this is, let me go ahead and turn off the screen here. It is very tedious. It's very tedious. I mean, but I think the rewards for the firing drill is some LFs, some decent LFs. I don't usually have enough to do the activity reports, though I guess I could. I usually save them for the keystones and some random mats here that I might need, but other than that, probably less time than your average raid, but feels longer because it's forced multiple rounds. For me personally, it takes the whole roughly 6 minutes because I'm not strong enough to finish third stage. I think the third stage is what they called. Number 3 in time. So I usually almost run up to the clock. They're not as good as Total Assault and Grand Assault for the rewards. It really isn't. But I guess they're there mainly for the fusion stones, I feel like. At least we're taking drills. This one's just a DPS. Yeah, as far as drills go, this one's just a DPS check. I still, despite just being a DPS check, I still wasn't able to clear the 4th stage of it. I don't know if it's because there's just that much more HP compared to the 3rd stage, or it's because I have not leveled up my students as much, but that's basically what it basically comes down to, I think. But yeah. Oh yeah, I remember the healing one. Is that the healing one where there was also one target that had like ridiculous evasion? Is that the one that you were talking about? Or are you talking about the scarecrow where you have to heal the scarecrow to get rid of them? That one, the dummy one wasn't as bad. But there was a different one where, oh wait, I think I was thinking about the one where you have to protect the robot. And there's this one ridiculous target that has ridiculous evasion. You can't hit the darn thing for some odd reason. The target one, the dummy one wasn't as bad, but holy crap, you have to go fast for one of them. Yeah, the enemies heal after you damage them. Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. Okay, let's end this loop really quick. Let's end this loop really quick. Put the game BGM on. Does anyone know what's coming up next week? I have a feeling it's going to be a Grand Assault, maybe? It's either gonna... I'm thinking it might be a Grand Assault next week. Or is it something else? Wait, does it go Total Assault, Joint Firing Drill, and then Grand Assault? Lana, please be quiet for a second. Okay, be quiet for a second, Lana. I don't need you to be talking in the background just yet. Lower this down just a teeny bit. Is the rotation Total Assault, Joint Firing Drill, and then Grand Assault? Or is there something else in between there before it goes back to Total Assault? Because I don't exactly know, to be honest. Next set... Wait, we're getting Fury of Set already? Wait, we're getting Fury of Set? Don't really check what comes next besides the banners. Fair enough, fair enough. June 27th. That is in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I haven't checked the wiki recently. That's why I'm asking, because I'm too lazy to check it right now. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just be ready for it. What is the next banner again? I'm thinking Fest isn't next yet, right? Fest is after the next one? I'm assuming? Let's see. Guess I can check. Atsuko and Misaki. I probably should try to roll for Atsuko, but... wait, how much do I have, actually? How much do I have? 30,000 plus 30. So what does that effectively give me? I think that gives me effectively 36,000. Not enough for a spark, but that is 300. Oh, that's in JP? Never mind. Wait, why is this? Why did it get bigger? Oh, okay. There's a big mode for this one. I see. Hina event is on the 24th. When's the 24th? 24th is Wednesday. Wait, that starts on the 24th? Okay. Gonna have to think about that one. 30th? Wait, Hina event. Okay. Back up a bit. Is 30th the anniversary, or is 23rd the anniversary? I'm not sure anymore. I know it's coming soon, and I'm pretty sure it's not next week. You know what? I could also check Twitter to see if they have anything announced. Now that I think about it, what is actually coming up next? Okay. Yes, Atsuko and Misaki. No, not Misaki. Atsuko and it is Atsuko and Misaki. Atsuko and Misaki are coming up next week's banner. We are getting a double drop, and we are also getting I have no idea what we're getting after that. Oh, we are getting a Grand Assault. We are getting Grand Assault. Next one, Shiro and Kuro. So that's coming up. And then something after that. Right. Okay. By the way, I didn't realize it was Miyu's birthday yesterday. So I don't have Miyu. Can't say happy birthday to her, but I think today is... Whose birthday is it today? Today is Chisei's birthday. We'll say happy birthday to her before the end of the stream. So, yeah. Anyway, we are going to be starting the next story bit here. So I'm going to have to shrink myself for that. I'll shrink myself really quick. Story. At least I don't need AP for this one, so we good on that front. But yeah, we are going to be starting Chapter 4. No, Volume 4, Chapter 2. It's so confusing how they do these. I need to get used to it. Volume, chapter, episode. Volume, chapter, episode. We finished Volume F last time. And it took me a while to recover from the ending of Volume F. I couldn't listen to a few BGMs because of that. Otherwise, I would actually still break down and cry. I think I'm gonna be fine for a while, but if I go through those again, I think I'm going to at least tear up, and it's gonna be hard for me to actually read them. But I can at least listen to Responsibility now, and be a little bit somber, but not actually break down. So yeah, that took me a while. That took me a while to get through. Wait, next Total Assault is Hieronymus. Okay, but we're doing Kuro and Shiro next week though. And then I guess you're saying it's Hieronymus after that? And then it's gonna start the same time as the Hina dress banner. Got you. Okay, but anyway, so today we are gonna actually be doing Chapter 2 of Volume 4, and if we remember from last time in Volume F, Kaya is still up to no good. Kaya is still basically with Kaiser. Definitely didn't learn anything from getting kidnapped, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm hoping for justice this time. We're probably gonna see Fox Squad again this time. So let me just check something here really quick before we get started. All right. And oh, actually, crap. No, we can do that later. We can do that later. It's not important. I missed my chance to check something out with you guys, but we can do that after the story bit. But let's go and get started because this is gonna take a while. So, all right, let me get there. Chapter 2. Rabbit Squad. But we have Fox Squad here on the screen. So, yeah. Okay. At least I didn't eat ramen before the stream. Oh, hey, cool. Oh, we're getting all the flashback CGs. Wait, what's going on? Are the cops back? 2 years ago? Wait, we're going that far back? Wait, 2 years ago, they wouldn't even be in SRT yet, right? They'd be middle schoolers? Good evening, and welcome to the Kronos School of Journalism channel, your one true source of all the hottest news and also all the gossip. And apparently Shinon and the other girl were not part of the school yet at this time. We are currently standing directly in front of the Kaiser Industries' second ammo factory. This factory produces nearly a third of Kaiser Industries' total ammunition, and recently, strange rumors have been circulating about this powerhouse. Allegedly, the second ammo factory is developing weapons of mass destruction in direct violation of General Student Council policies. And I'm assuming the General Student Council president is still around at this time. However, Kaiser Industries is vehemently denying this, and the rumors remain unsubstantiated. But this story is nowhere near over yet. With Valkyrie Police School's investigation stalling, another source tells us that the General Student Council president has dispatched a newly formed Special Investigation Team 2, and there goes the explosions. Did you get that? That was a huge explosion. This is live. I repeat, this is live. We're investigating the cause of the explosion now. Could this be a side effect of their illegal weapons development? I wonder how crazy Kavodos was 2 years ago. But maybe this is the start of the craziness, or already was crazy before then. What the hell, Atogi? You didn't report the booby trap at the exit. Oh, yeah, I was gonna tell you. Next time, tell us before we trigger the bomb. Kurumi sure is motivated as usual. It happened after the operation was over and no one was injured. It's okay. Right. We've spotted what appears to be several heavily armed students emerging from the dust. I guess there's the birth of SRT? Could they be the rumored special response team recently established by the General Student Council president? Excuse me, hello, may we have a word? Who are you? Introduction to SRT. Seems the paparazzi's caught up to us. Hello, welcome. We just started chapter 2 of volume 4. There's no time like the present, I guess. The president has been wanting to formally introduce SRT. Did I hear you say SRT? Does that mean the rumors are true? Greetings, citizens of Kavodos. Oh, I'm guessing that's her. I'm Shichido, that is tough. Shichido Yukino, leader of the Fox Squad from SRT Academy. The General Student Council president formed SRT and the Fox Squad to give Kavodos a means to more effectively fight against threats too great for any one district or the Valkyrie police to address. If you were made to solve crime in the DU, does that mean SRT Academy intends to eventually usurp Valkyrie Police School? I don't know. I mean, the Valkyrie Police School doesn't really do much, or at least can't do much. So I guess SRT is meant to do everything else. They're like what? Wait, does the Valkyrie Police School have a SWAT team, or is SRT basically SWAT team slash paramilitary for the General Student Council? Because that's kind of what it sounds like right now. We could never hope to replace the invaluable work Valkyrie does to protect the public. We are specialized operations teams trained to respond swiftly to criminals or situations that present an imminent threat to Kivotos' safety, as you saw today. More like special ops, got you. Speaking of today, what were you doing in the Kaiser's ammo factory? Was that the cause of the explosion just now? Mostly focused on DU, SRT has extrajudicial status like Shale. It seems like the General Student Council President likes to make extrajudicial clubs or entities, it seems. Can you confirm if they really are weapons of mass destruction being developed there? Well, I mean, we didn't receive any embargo orders. I don't think there's any harm in telling you. Now that the operation's over. Wow, that was quick. A few days ago, we received evidence from an anonymous source that a powerful bomb was being stored here at Kaiser Industries' ammo factory in violation of General Student Council bylaws. A bomb? Is that why everything's getting up into the black market because of this? Last year, Kaiser announced a development project called Antioch. Oh no. Antioch. Oh no, are they making holy hand grenades in this place? I'm pretty sure some of those holy hand grenades made it to Koharu by the time she enrolled in Trinity. Undertaking the modification of old thermobaric grenades. Oh, they are. In actuality, they were developing and storing thermobaric warheads for ballistic missiles here. Casually developed sturdy bombs. I want to see the CG really quick before we get out from here. Okay, the press. The press is alive and well and interviewing the special ops team. Okay. I'm guessing this is Kurumi over here, the one with the black hair. And it seems like their logo. Oh, each one of them has a different logo on their outfits. We have a holy hand grenade over here for Kurumi. Don't know who this is to the left. They just have a square. Odd. And I guess the one to the right has a weird goat thing, and I don't know who this one here is to the left. I'm guessing the one here on the right left of Kurumi is Otogi, I think. Wasn't Fox White also the one who took down Wakamo? Were they? I thought that was someone else. Possibly. Hello, hello. A thermobarbaric warhead. What is a thermobarbaric warhead? What does thermobarbaric even mean? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Just how much danger were the people in Kivotos in? It's a pre-production prototype, and we're still in the process of analyzing it. Pressure and temperature. Oh. Okay. Pressure and temperature grenade, meaning big boom, but not quite nuclear. Got you. Basically burns a lot. Ah, okay. Okay. Kind of like this over here, but probably a little bit worse. But based on our research so far and simply the sheer size of the warhead, we estimate the Antioch's radius when detonated could span several kilometers. Okay, that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Baric means pressure. Gotcha. Several kilometers? And just your squad was enough to handle something so explosive? I mean, wouldn't it have required an entire unit with tons of protective gear? I think the bomb that Gematria had wasn't really produced by anyone, and it was kind of like hush-hush for the most part, and the press hasn't caught on to that as far as I'm concerned. So, yeah, No, I mean, I guess not many people know about the Gematria bombs, except for Gematria and whoever they handed out to, so... And if I'm not mistaken, the ones before Volume F were actually not that strong, though something got Yume a while back, so maybe something happened there. With a bomb that dangerous, it doesn't matter how much infantry you throw at it. What she said. It's exactly stuff like this that SRT's around for. Excuse me. SRT's made of small teams of elites trained in securing or neutralizing the targets before they even know what's happening, like we did in this operation. Oh, the bomb they used on Beatrice was stronger than a Halo-destroying bomb. Oof. And we're pretty good at it. It took us less than 3 minutes to secure the warhead after infiltrating the building. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to be exact. It would have been 2 minutes and 30 seconds had we not had to handle the unexpected engagement at the entrance. It's pretty fast. Unexpected engagement. Do you mean it wasn't for Kurumi's accidentally throwing a smoke grenade instead of a flash bomb towards Point Delta? Accident? The guards were wearing visors for flash protection. I made a tactical decision to close the distance with a smoke grenade and incapacitate them. And that wouldn't have been necessary if you had taken out the guard as detailed by the operation plans. Oh, well, sometimes I forget to count the number of rounds I have loaded. It's an adorable little mistake that's very common for snipers to make. How can we count all those teensy weensy little enemies? Don't act cute to distract from your mistakes. Now, Otogi, Kurumi, let's not fight in front of the cameras. Actually discussing the battle plans in front of the press, probably not the best time to do it. Do it in private, you know? So as the press doesn't exactly know what you guys are up to. To conclude, this operation was a success thanks to the discreet and timely manner in which we were able to execute our plan. The bomb is secured and the suspect is apprehended. We were also able to identify the names of several executives of the Kaiser Industries, as well as some members of the Defense Office, listed on classified documents discovered in the factory. It appears these executives accepted bribes in advance of the launch of the Antioch project in exchange for forging safety records for the ammunition factory. Oh, I see. Isn't the Defense Office an agency of the General Student Council responsible for policing Kavotos? Let me guess, Kaya was doing this a long time ago, even before this? Really should have checked with the superiors before telling all this. Yeah, I'm guessing they didn't really talk about that. So ultimately, aren't you revealing holes in General Student Council's security? Is it okay for SRT, which operates under the direct order of the president, to reveal information like this? Yeah, about that. You misunderstand. Justice is the path to preserving truth. No matter the obstacle, SRT's justice never wavers. Yeah, I still don't think you guys should be telling the press this, regardless, especially Kronos. I'm guessing that was a flashback. Fox Squad has fox traits, Rabbit Squad has no rabbit traits. GSC Press made a dumb rule like wear animal traits. I don't think that's got anything to do with this, but okay. Oh, good morning, Yukino. Nico? Which one's Nico? Morning. What time is it? 03:15. Kivoto Standard Time, as if there's any other time here. We have time until the next shift gets here. Rest more while you can. I'm fine. Thank you for keeping watch. Which one is, which one's which? Oh, this one's Nico. This one's Nico. Seems like she also has a holy hand grenade, except with an X on the scarf here. Were you having a nice dream? Wait, is there actually different time zones in Kavotos? Is there actually a Gehenna standard time? 1 hour ahead because Gehenna always wants to be ahead. I somehow find that hard to believe. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Makoto, but still. What makes you say that? I thought I detected the barest hint of a smile in your sleep. It was more like a nightmare. A bittersweet memory that echoes in my mind. That I understand. Kavotos is pretty big. Multiple time zones, probably. Okay. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the city in Project Moon. But what is up with these? What is up with these game devs making these cities so freaking huge? Excuse me? Fox 4 status? Ah, this one's a Togi. Ah, got you. I thought a Togi was the other one for some reason. Fox 4 here. The General Student Council is still snoozing. The General Student Council hasn't recovered from the Apocalypse Towers. They're still in turmoil. Yeah, just call it country at this point, honestly. Acting President Rin's got it the worst. She's being criticized left and right for her seeming absence during the crisis. And because of that, no one wants to pass her DU restoration policy. They're at a total standstill. Wait, is this before Volume F or after Volume F? I guess that means the plan's working. If we hadn't attacked Sampson Tower right before SRT closed and took out all of Rin's supporters, she wouldn't be facing the Lion's Den right now. After, got you. Just making sure. Because it sounds like it could be a little bit before, but I guess it would be technically after because everything was still in chaos during Volume F. Right. And what of the Board of Administration? Boring. The culture and medical officers still haven't recovered from injuries sustained during the raid. Senior managers are still quietly substituting for them. It's not affecting their day-to-day tasks, but the Board of Administration doesn't have any kind of official authority at the helm right now. No one knows about the whole ship thing besides those that are still in contact with Sensei. GSC agreed to keep hush-hush to keep public panic down about what really happened. Okay. The events of Volume F were kept confidential. I mean, I can kind of see why. You don't want to be talking about multiverse stuff to the general public anyway. May as well just make it Kavotos as usual on a Tuesday, right? That's good. Alert me immediately if there's any changes, but do these guys know? I guess we'll find out. Squad leader. I mean, Fox 1. But what if the Chiefs do recover and come back to the board? Wouldn't just be over for Kaya? Why are you supporting Kaya so badly? Oh yeah, right, they're supporting Kaya because they want to bring SRT back. But I feel like Rin could just bring SRT back if she wanted to. I gave you the emergency protocols to review, Fox 4. At any given time, the Chief of Defense Kaya must always hold the majority support of the Board of Administration over Chief Officer Rin. Should Chief Officer Rin's supporters attempt to return to the board, the Fox Squad is authorized to use any means necessary to sufficiently incapacitate them for the foreseeable future. Excuse me? Why? Excuse me, why? Also, politics. I hate it. I hate the politics already. I thought I was over politics in the Eden Treaty, but we're back here in Rabbits with more politics. Downside is that people think that Rin is just running off when things got dicey with Kaiser. Not really a good idea to tell people there's a god trying to destroy the world. This is also true. I mean, let's keep in mind the only reason right now that they're cooperating with Kaya is so that they can bring SRT back, but I think, I'm not sure if they know exactly what Kaya is up after. I have no sympathy for Kaya whatsoever at the moment. Fox 4 out. Fox 3 status? Oh, she seems a little haughty for some reason. Okay. Oh, so this is Kurumi. Ah, this is Kurumi. Fox 3 reporting. We detonated the EMP bomb at the railroad vehicle base in the Kitayama district and disabled the operation management system. Their key electronic equipment has all been sabotaged. Blonde Serica. Noted. Noted for the Blonde Serica. Immediate recovery of the EMP bomb was successful as well, so the cause of the malfunction will be near impossible to trace. Has the media picked up on it? How's the coverage? The General Student Council hasn't made an official statement, likely because they can't identify the cause, so the public has been assuming it was an accident on the council's part. So they're being very undercover about all this stuff right now. The Director of Transportation, Acting General Student Council President Rin, has been taking the brunt of blame. They won't be able to escape the media scrutiny for a while. Copy that. Fox 3, return to HQ immediately. Fox 1, I have a question. Do you think... Is this justice? No, it's not. It's definitely not, but you're being fooled. Super Saiyan 3 because of the long hair. Actually, how does Super Saiyan work? Super Saiyan 1, they just turn blonde. Super Saiyan 2 has longer hair. Super Saiyan 3, isn't Super Saiyan 3 like monkey mode, or is that Super Saiyan 4? I forget. They aren't being fooled, they are fooling themselves, and that's what I'm kind of seeing right now. During the operation, we encountered a citizen unable to reach the hospital and receive care because the trains were down. If we carry on with this... Did that citizen interfere with their operation in any way? No, but... No, they did not. Understood. Fox 3, returning to HQ now. I'm seeing some dissent with the rest of the Fox Squad, but for some reason, Fox 1 is definitely not... It's definitely locked in for some reason. Kurino, come on now. I don't need your quippy remarks right now, Nico. Then I won't quip. I'll follow you into hell for the revival of SRT. But what we're doing right now? We're harming innocent civilians. Kurumi wasn't wrong. This isn't the justice SRT fights for. Don't you think so? I abandoned those kinds of questions when I took on this operation. I suggest you do the same. Oh. She's definitely ignoring them. I got you. Also, I'm a little confused. Oh, no. I'm not confused anymore. So she has earphones and she has the... Wait, she has headphones with a mic and she also has a throat mic? What do you need two mics for? I'm not questioning that she has two pairs of ears, but I am questioning the two pairs of mics. What do you need two mics for? SRT has always been a weapon. Whenever the user decides to point out the weapon and shoot, it is both their privilege and responsibility. They're basically soldiers at this point. Ask not, just follow orders. No one wants a weapon with their own free will, with an opinion. Morality, ethics, those concepts are the curse the user bears. So basically at this point, she discarded everything SRT stood for. At least from 2 years ago, and now she's basically saying, yep, we're just basically paramilitary now. If you can't accept your role, leave. The Fox Squad will persevere. Fox 2 out. I'm seeing some dissent from the rest of the Fox Squad, but they're following orders regardless. Okay. Right, our last order of business. We'll need to make contact with the Rabbit Squad. They're gonna try to recruit them, right? That was a thing. The Rabbit Squad? You're gonna go see the little ones? Fox 3, Fox 4, please don't speak out of turn. Sorry, I get excited at the prospect of a good time. Is there another squad outside Fox Squad and Rabbit Squad? because it would be kind of funny if there wasn't. And they only like had 2 schools in those 2 years. I want to see the underclassmen too, though. We've handled all of our urgent missions. Why don't we have a group bonding activity? When's the last time we were all together? Not that we're aware of right now. Maybe it's the old Save the Orphanage plot. Most other squads disbanded, I believe? I see. Fox Squad is the senior squad, that is true. Fox 3 and Fox 4 fulfilled all their orders already. 4 won't even have to move until after D-Day. What she said! All the rabbits haven't even had an initiation ceremony yet, you know? We should be bereft of SRT tradition if we didn't participate in at least a little light hazing. A light hazing? In the form of what? I'll have to get started now if I want to have enough inari sushi for everyone. Time to haze the newbies. What? Have you guys ever been hazed before? I don't think I've actually ever been hazed in any of my schooling. So I'm a little curious how it is. Okay. Convincing the underclassmen won't be easy, so it'll be better to show a little united front anyways. Fox 3 and Fox 4 return to HQ and begin preparations for the welcome party. It seems like they're also... Wait, are they at... Do they have a camp here, or do they have an actual place they stay? Depends on the school. Depends on where you are and what you do. Roger. It's been quite some time, so let's make sure it's a warm welcome. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, they actually have other outfits. I mean, I know they have the swimsuit outfit, but it seems like they also have like a nightwear outfit. Hold up a second. I need to grab something to munch on. I'm feeling the munchies here really quick. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Tom and Jerry art of Sensei? I don't think I've seen it, no. I've not seen it. What I have right now with me is the cheese from the MRE last night. The cheese isn't half bad, it's just a little bland. But I have like a half a tin of cheese here left, and I could use that to munch a little bit. I need to make sure and get some snacks for streams tomorrow at the grocery store. That would be very, very nice at this point. The General Student Council President informed SRT and the Fox Squad to give voters a means to more effectively fight against... Oh, this is a video from the past? Hey, it's on YouTube! Guys, they put the news on YouTube. What the heck? 455 likes. Unlikes, dislikes are not shown. Who put this up? Kuro. Someone named Kuro. They have Windows and Kivotos. That they do. Let's see. Can anyone read the bookmarks? I'm kind of curious what the bookmarks say. Shorui. Okay, so they have documents over here in Google Sheets. I can't read the other stuff here. It's a little too bit. This is funny. Damn it, Kuro, go back to NeuroCloud. Oh, yeah, right. What's she doing here? Anyway. SRT is made of small teams of elites, yada yada yada. Justice is the path of present truth, yada yada yada. Who's watching this right now? Oh! Oh! So this is why they decided to join SRT, or at least she did. So this is younger Miyako seeing the news. No matter the obstacle, SRT's justice never wavers. Gotcha. So she wasn't a rabbit back then. It's just her outfit's a rabbit. I see. The seniors seemed to glow through the TV screen. They were the very embodiment of SRT's ideals. We strove for the impossible standards they set. And it seems like... Oh, wait, is this... Wait, are they in SRT right now? Because I see an SRT thing over here in the back. I see a bunk bed. But I'm guessing she's looking at an older recording? Because it looks like they might be an SRT at this point. So yeah, they look like they're an SRT at this point. Still obsessed with being 100% online all the time? Yeah, I'm basically Miyako. They were the very embodiment of SRT's ideals. We strove for the impossible standards they set. Their rigid discipline never swayed no matter the situation. We watched as criminals fell in front of them one by one. And no matter how daunting the mission, not even a flicker of fear ever seemed to cross their faces. Oh, that was Valkyrie. That was Valkyrie, sorry. I'm guessing she wanted to be with Valkyrie at first, and then SRT showed up. Got you. I see how it is. Their undeviating justice. It was impossible not to admire. Imagine, though, what would happen if the Rabbit Squad actually joined Valkyrie instead and SRT was never a thing. Can you imagine? Rabbit Squad Valkyrie edition? I think that would be pretty funny. Or at least that'd be, I don't know. That would they be under Fubuki? I feel like Fubuki is the worst senpai to have for the Valkyrie Squad. But anyway, the seniors, they were our dream and one day meant to be our future. To us, moving forward meant chasing their shadows. Mo will be very sad. She doesn't get the big boom. She would be in the black market instead. Or actually, maybe Moe would join. Moe would join Gehenna. Is that possible for her? I don't know if I've seen any non-demons in Gehenna. Just let them be under Kana and they'll be fine. But one day the sun disappeared and there was nothing left to chase. Right. SRT shut down as soon as they got in. Pretty sure we spent all chapter 1 trying to prevent that. Fubuki wouldn't be their senior. Helmet Gang Moe with a lot of DACA? Ooh, probably. I want to see that. Fubuki's 15? Oh, never mind then. Who? Wait. Oh yeah, I guess her and the... Who's the other... Who's the girl who keeps on missing her shots? I guess her and Fubuki both are technically still fresh in Valkyrie. Kirino, thank you. Thank you. Oh, is this what their actual tent looks like? That's a lot roomier than I thought it would be. Also, lots of places where you could get a leak, but at least they have a bunk bed. The draft, it might be a little bit drafty sometimes though. Miyako, you're awake. Good morning, Miyu. It's still early. I don't think breakfast is done. I hope it's better than the MREs I ate yesterday. You stayed out last night on patrol. Do you want to rest more? Thank you, but I slept enough. Yeah, okay, fine. Military tents are probably good. But I saw this. I saw the tents in the back over here. And I thought that's where they stayed. I didn't realize they had a command center type of tent. That's a little bit different. I don't want to waste a nice day like this. I'm sure even the laundry's dried by now. Are Moe and Saki around? Saki? I think they'll be back soon. They left early to get food. The one background of the tent is reused a lot though. They do get top of the line stuff. Okay. But I mean the ones in the background has the Rabbit Squad logo on it. So that's why I say that. Y'all! Y'all? When did it say y'all? Y'all, come and check this out. I did a little extra scouting on my way back and I happened on this huge mushroom colony. Look at the ones I picked. Aren't they big? Be careful of eating wild mushrooms. I hope the wild mushrooms are actually okay. With this many, we could have a mushroom buffet. I've got a surprise for us too. Moe, what do you have? Did you find some bombs, some grenades? Ta-da! Fresh eggs! I got it from one of the stores on our usual route. Wait, eggs? From the store? What? How? It was thanks for helping them out with some pest control. Ah! I may or may not have been testing out a new smoke bomb in what I thought was a deserted alley, though. Okay, tested smoke bomb. Accidentally did pest control. Get fresh eggs. I see. I don't think the eggs covered for the cost of the bomb, but all right. As long as it helped a citizen in need. Accidentally. Wow, so much fresh food. Great work, both of you. It looks like we have a complete breakfast today. Let me dig up the canned bread from our supplies too. I don't think I've ever had canned bread before, but I do know that exists. Well, if canned bread exists, so does the pouch bread that you get from the American MREs too, so I guess it makes sense. You know you can count on me to get the fire going. Canned bread! Get your canned bread here! Actually, I know Japan has canned bread in the vending machines. I don't think I've run into it though. I really wanted to try it, but I haven't run into it in Japan. Darn it, where can I get some canned bread around here? Yeah, how does Miyu always have leaves on here? It's basically an accessory at this point. You know you can count on me to get the fire going. I'll start the preparations. Mushrooms, 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 badger, 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 badger. No badgers. I'm off to the supply tent. Let me know if you need any help with anything. All right. I can help with supplies. And everyone is getting breakfast ready. Nice. Permanently pet camping. A breakfast of eggs, bread, and sauteed mushrooms. That actually sounds pretty good. No meat, but good enough. I never thought we'd ever experience luxury like this again. If only I could eat like this every day. Well, if you want to eat like that every day, you might want to figure out how to grow those mushrooms instead of harvesting them all the time. That would probably help. Seriously, it's a perfect meal for a perfect day. Do you feel that breeze? With this amazing weather and yummy food, I mean, who wouldn't want to stick around here forever? I think you want an actual roof over your head? Just saying. Do you think maybe we gotten a little too used to being homeless? Guys, please do not get used to being homeless. I know there are people out there that like that van life thing. And maybe there is something about that van lifestyle. But I feel like the van lifestyle is a little bit too cramped for me personally. I would need at least a camper van, but still, that's still a little too cramped. No denying it. These days we're more talking about making life better than upholding justice. I am kind of curious though. They mentioned that their accounts were frozen. Why are their accounts frozen? Is it because their accounts are like tied to the school and they can't get a regular job to put money into their accounts? Is that basically what's happening? I mean, couldn't they just join Valkyrie like as a separate group, but not actually be under Valkyrie rules? Being homeless in a lot of areas means you can't have an account. I guess you need to be part of a school. I guess so. I'm guessing that also means the Helmet Gang and whoever is not affiliated with the school doesn't have an account. They are criminals technically now. Ah. Well, I mean, I guess they were technically criminals when the Valkyrie was trying to get them out of the park. So that might be a thing. SRT is supposed to be the cream of the crop. We hail from the best school in all the Kivotos. We're second to none in equipment, training. I mean, we were at least. SRT is under GSC president. Leaderless. Rin already has Shale, doesn't want 2 extrajudicial groups. So ordered SRT shut down, right? I forgot Rin did that. Maybe we can convince Rin to open it up again. I mean, she could still use SRT if she really wants to. Enough of the gloomy stuff. We got all the delicious food we could possibly ask for. Who wants to spoil their appetite with sad talk? Yeah, no sad talk. No sad talk. Right. Let's not look at a gift horse in the mouth. Things have been going great. Hey there, Rabbit Squad. Ah, Sensei. All right, I forgot that was me. Who? Oh, it's you, Sensei. Hi. I was wondering who that vaguely familiar person was. Vaguely familiar. Wow. Are you happy to see me, Saki? The joys of being a teacher. Are you happy to see me, Saki? I'm singling you out. Shut up. I wasn't trying to cover my excitement or anything. Jeez. I guess true. I wonder if they know what happened up there. Good morning, Sensei. Don't mind the ruckus. You didn't call ahead before coming over. Is it an urgent matter? I guess. Should I have? Did we get you in trouble with someone again? No, not at all. Opposite, actually. Just wanted to thank you for your support during with the recent events. Recent events? Yeah, Volume F. You remember the whole thing that happened there? It still feels like it just happened yesterday. And now everything's so clear. It looks like nothing happened. Right, red skies, pillar from the sky. How could you forget about that? That thing? Yeah, that thing. I thought Givotos was a goner for real that time. Even I was scared. Imagine that. Me, scared of some buildings blowing up. They did save us from Kaiser. That was their biggest contribution. It was way more than some buildings. I just wanted to run and hide as soon as the sky turned red. But enemies were appearing everywhere. And more importantly, all my friends were fighting for Givotos. You're right, so many students came together to protect Givotos, and now everything's back to normal. And now, I'm hoping Trinity will at least be a little bit friendly with Gehenna. Wait, I don't think they actually worked together last time. Never mind, that's not happening anytime soon. Hiya! And now you're still homeless. Yep. They're still homeless. Abido still has a ridiculous amount of debt. And the Eden Treaty has still not been signed. And Mika still hates Gehenna, as far as we know. Yeah, everything's still back to normal. At least the GDD still isn't going to get kicked out anytime soon. That changed, at least. Rabbit Squad, responding to Sensei's request for support. Who knows what would have happened if you didn't save me? None of this would have been possible without you all. Both, actually. I say that Givotos gets a kaiju level event every other week, so it might be more normal than you think. Man, you think you would get tired about that. But I guess if you think about the total assault and the grand assaults as the kaiju level event, then yeah, I guess it's pretty regular, isn't it? Twice every month. Wow, that regular. And eventually set. I don't think people should get used to that, but we do because it's 4 events. We don't expect things for completing our duty. SRT fights to protect the citizens. You think we went to help you? We would have been there no matter what. Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't hate me? I just wanted to make Charlie's building go kaboom. Even SRT agents deserve recognition sometimes. Yeah. So as thanks, I brought you a hot meal. A hot, fresh meal, not expired. Man, I hope it's better than the MRE I'm eating right now. Honestly, this cheese isn't bad. You get used to the blandness after a while. I just wish it had a little bit more sharpness to it. But this is what do I expect from canned cheese? It's not bad though. It's not bad. The texture is kind of like the Baby Bell stuff. It's kind of nice. You can kind of like use it as putty. I wish I had like the hand cam here so you could see it. But I don't think you want to actually see that. We've actually adapted this new lifestyle perfectly, so we have more than enough food actually. Nice. Learn how to forage. We'll take your kind thoughts as gratitude instead, and you can enjoy your hot meal. No, this is for you. Exactly what Saki said. Our reward is knowing we've kept the citizens safe. In fact, you're still up for breakfast. If you're still up for breakfast, why not join us? We got loads of eggs and mushrooms. I even found some shimeji mushrooms today. Oh, okay, that's safe then. Which are pretty rare around here. They're so delicious that there's a saying, matsutake for the scent, but shimeji for the taste. I don't think I've had matsutake, or maybe I have, and I just don't remember it. We have the Wagyu bento here. Are you sure you don't want that? Well, if you insist. I guess I'll just put these prime rib sirloin steaks aside. It's meat, people. It's meat. Ahem. I actually didn't get to finish what I was saying. Yes, naturally, there's no greater reward than serving the public. However, it's not the super expensive kind of meat. Even before SRT closed, I'd never eaten something so decadent. I mean, if you don't want it, I guess I'll just make ramen. What to do with all this extra meat? Ramen, maybe? I mean, if you don't want it, I guess I'll just make ramen. What did you say? If you want to eat fatty sirloin steak and ramen? Why not? Actually, you know, I have some salted pork MRE and spam MRE, though I guess spam is already MRE, so that's a little bit, that's kind of the same thing. Anyway, I would put those in ramen. Also the chunk and huge beef last night. Holy crap, that thing was gigantic. Yes, fatty sirloin steak and ramen. Why not? Are you an idiot? A stupid person? Do you have so much money you can just boil it away in a pot of water? Yes. Thin slices of shoulder on my ramen, to be honest. You know, I don't think I've actually done that. If you do that, it may as well be pho. But pho is also pretty good, so why not? But it's too much to grill and eat by myself. Wait, it's not even bento, it's actually grilled meat? It's actually thin slices of meat? That's different. But Charlie doesn't have a fire pit. I can't grill it, but it's too much to grill and eat by myself. But, well, if you're in that much of a pickle, maybe we can help eat it. We have a fire pit, and I guess we could help you out with eating all of it. My saviors, let's eat it together then. Miyu wants the meat. Everyone wants the meat. I probably shouldn't say it like that. Okay. We'll need some sort of mesh to use at the grill. I'll handle that. I'll get extra plates. So, do we have any sides to go with the meat? Maybe some potatoes or onions? You have mushrooms. Mushrooms are sides. What are you talking about? Get these dumb old mushrooms out of the way. No! Mushrooms are good! Keep them! What happened to so rare shimeji for taste? What the heck is a shimeji? We got prime beef sirloin to worry about. There's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Focus, Moe. We need to get the fire going. Stat! Achieving the perfect grilling temperature is an essential part of the process. Aye aye. Aye aye. When was the last time I had actually good meat? I'll tell you what, guys. If I survive August, maybe we'll make some Wagyu on stream again. Alright. I like to eat the classic Brazilian way. Steak, rice, and beans. That sounds good. Honestly, get the mushrooms to eat as a side too. Yeah, mushrooms as a side is good. Ate barbecue fish last night. Man, I wish I ate barbecue fish last night. I had fatty MRE. Holy crap. If anyone hasn't seen the MRE VOD, please check it out. The MRE was so fatty, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like be a balloon by the end of it. My table though was so greasy, I had to like wipe it down like 5 times just to make sure the grease was gone. It's ready, grilled to perfection. Then without further ado, itadakimasu! Whoa! It beats my wildest dreams. It's pretty good. The melt in your mouth texture from all the marbling and that rich flavor only top-notch beef can bring. It makes every other piece of beef I've ever eaten seem fake. They just pale in comparison. It's kind of heavy though, so you don't really want it all the time, but it is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Yummy. So yummy. It's so soft, it's like it's melting in my mouth. Like pudding. I can't remember the last time we've indulged in something like this. I almost feel guilty. There's more than enough meat, so help yourself. Sensei, even if it is a thinkas, isn't this a bit much? It must have been really expensive, I don't care. We gotta celebrate sometime. Might as well celebrate with meat. Yeah, I'm a little suspicious. The reward seems to outrank the deed. Outrank the deed? Are you sure? You saved me and in turn saving Kivotos. I feel like that's not even paying you enough. We could go for the whole K-barbecue experience if we really want to. Is this beef a part of one of your evil schemes? You saved my life and you saved the world! What do you mean it's not enough? Or you mean too much? You tried to lure us with the delicious food, and I'll do it again. This must be the honey trap I've heard about before. It's not, and that is not what a honey trap means at all. Wait, what is a honey trap? I have no ulterior motives. You all need to learn to accept gifts. You know what? I don't even care if it's a trap. This is a rare opportunity to stuff yourselves with the highest quality beef imaginable. We wouldn't even be able to experience this at SRT. Although I have had the experience of filling my stomach with cheap canned pork back at SRT. Yum. It's someone seducing a person to get something like intel? Oh. I mean, I get that, but I thought honey trap was anything like just to entice them. It doesn't have to be seduction. But okay, I guess it's specifically seduction. Can you not ruin the best meal of my life with the thought of canned pork? We did eat a lot of pork, didn't we? All our field rations had pork in one form of another. Pork is very plentiful. It's also very easy to pack in MREs, so I don't blame you. Chicken is too. What you don't see a whole lot in MREs is beef though. Beef is not really common. If you get beef in MREs, it's usually a cheap thing of beef. But we hit the jackpot last night with the gigantic thing in a tin can. However, the doneness might not be to some people's liking. That thing was very gelatinous, but I like it. I like the gelatinating texture. A trap using something likes to do what they want. Usually a woman, I see. A stratagem in which irresistible bait is used to lure the victim. I guess you can also kind of call this a honey trap, but we're not using it as one in any case. I remember one time our field training we went longer than we planned and we had to survive on canned pork for over 3 days. That's not too bad, it's just 3 days. That slimy taste of canned pork is definitely something I could have done without remembering. Thanks, Miyako. I never realized. Why is it all pork? Why can't we have corned beef? Or some tuna at least? You know what? Fair. Corned beef and tuna are actually also pretty cheap. Why always pork? You read stratagem and the rest of the sentence became Warhammer narrator voice. I read stratagem and I thought, Helldiver. Do people still play Helldiver these days as much as they used to? It used to be the rage a couple of months ago at least. It's just cost efficient, duh, yeah, I guess so. Higher-ups only see numbers, you know. They say it in our textbooks. When it comes to supplies, quantity over quality. You can't feed an army if you consider comfort and indulgences. Well, you say that, but I've had several different MREs already, and I feel like, depending on the country, there is definitely a quality difference, at least compared to American MREs. American MREs, it has got to be some of the cheapest stuff I've ever had. Holy crap. And also the least healthy. But most of the other European MREs are at least halfway decent. So there is some quality there, even though may it be cheap? Probably. But still pretty darn good. Helldivers lost a lot of players. Well, that kind of happens. Played a little bit alternate between that and Warhammer. More than 90% done? Oh. Oh well. Still going, but Sony issue kind of kicked at people. Oh right, I forgot that happened. Oh right, I forgot that happened. Yeah, and I think I remember that Helldiver said, if you want to quit, go for it. We don't agree with this either. Got you. Got you. That's why canned pork has been the go-to combat ration for so long. It's made from preserved meat, making it cost-effective with a legendary shelf life. Oh, I said lengthy shelf life, not legendary, but pretty long, regardless. Even regular academies caught wind and started using them for school lunches. At one point, the cafeterias were using so much of it that some trainee novelists tried to protest by swapping out all mentions of any food in their work with canned pork, instead and distributing it all over campus. Wow, thanks so much. I definitely needed to know that. Not nerd. Right, she has all the books. It's in all of the books. Shut up, you maniac arsonist. Speaking of, didn't that Trinity novelist have an episode in their work where the group of knights on a quest to the Holy Grail ended up battling a wild rabbit? Wait, what? Wait, what? Someone actually wrote about Monty Python? Excuse me? I mean, I guess that's why Koharo uses holy hand grenades, but still. Really? A Monty Python reference right now? I mean, the volume title is a Monty Python reference already, but here, right now specifically, legendary shelf life that is still fresh after 1,000 years, like apples in Skyrim caves. Man. I remember something along those lines, but what about it? Well, we found the one weird JoJo reference, so I guess Monty Python isn't too far-fetched at this point. Way back when, I asked the seniors about our name, sometime around the Rabbit Squad first came to be. I was wondering why we hadn't been named after a cute, harmless... animal. SRT was supposed to be the symbol of discipline and justice, not fuzzy paws and floppy ears. Have you seen the rabbit of Sherbanog? That thing is dynamite! Do you see all the bones? Please, rabbit? Harmless? Nah. They can fight if they want to, they just don't, most of the time. She didn't answer in the way I expected. Instead, she recited a quote from the novel. The rabbit is not to be underestimated. Wait, okay, let's do it. Let's do this Monty Python spot. The rabbit's not to be underestimated for its docile and adorable appearance. Proud and territorial, the rabbit becomes a fearsome beast that can fend off even the brave knights when provoked. I think I remember that part. The knights searching for the Holy Grail trying to enter a cave guarded by a rabbit and rips out their throats. Have you seen the French lop? Those claws are not for show. I've owned. Oh, really? Oh, for real? She also uses her piss as a weapon. That's more of a stink bomb than anything. Surprising how many animals eat meat. Yeah, even deer sometimes apparently. I have not seen ReZero, so I have no idea what that rabbit reference is. The only other rabbits I know that fight back is the... what is it called? They're not called the Rabbit Squad. I guess they're just called the Rabbit Team. Rabbit Team in Lobotomy Corporation. And I guess by an extent, Library Arena. But in LobCorp, you see their full power at least. It's kind of actually weird these days to see a Monty Python reference. It is, but it's still a classic. You gotta appreciate the classics. I think I remember that part. Oh yeah. And that's why we learned in our tactics and strategy classes to never underestimate an opponent from how they look. Well, don't leave us in a cliffhanger. How does the rabbit beat up all the knights and does the rabbit beat up all the knights and they give up and go home? Nope. That, the knights throw a grenade at the rabbit and it ends up in little bits. Well, at least the rabbit doesn't chase them unless they go into the territory, right? Just remember, it has to be a specific bomb. It has to be the bomb of Antioch. And it has to be the holy hand grenade. And you have to count to 3, not 5, not 4, but 3. Okay? If you go to 5, that's way too much. If you go to 4, that's also way too much. Don't go to 2, because that's not enough. It has to be 3. And then lob the holy hand grenade onto your foe and blow them to little bits. I think it went something like that. 2 references into the pork is based on a skit of Spam. Oh, I don't think I've seen that Monty Python. I don't think I've seen that Monty Python movie. Which one did the Spam one come from? I still need to see that. But who counts to 4 or 2? I don't know. Who counts to 5? Experimentation shows that one can count to 1, 2, 5, and 3 and still works. There's a margin of error. Spam was in the show. Oh, they have an actual show? Oh, it wasn't a movie? Oh, I didn't know they had a show. Yeah, little bits. Because no rabbit is strong enough to fight guns, or grenades, or bombs, or bad guys. We're gonna end up blown up like the rabbit in the story someday. Hey, the ending to some stupid book they made us read in school has nothing to do with us, except for the name. The only thing you should be concerning yourself with right now is sumptuous beef. And I'm out of cheese. There's a tragedy for me, but maybe a good thing. This is a little out of the blue, Sensei, but it's been on my mind recently. I was wondering if any sensitive documents disappeared during Kaiser's occupation of Chalet. No idea. I was worried because of the amount of data on the General Student Council that's stored in the Chalet building. There wasn't anything particular that stood out. Was I supposed to look for something? But we didn't do a thorough search. The facilities were so trashed. Now that you're saying, maybe I should go double check. I can do it! Give me a sec. Wait, you can do it from here? Check? From here? How? Saki, you and me both. How? Moe, did you give Kaiser intel for more weapons? Hey, that was one time, okay? But that's not what I'm doing. I'm just having to slip into Charlotte's server and pull the surveillance footage. We can check the entrances to see who was there and what they took. Kaiser's occupation of the building after Sensei's abduction was pretty short-lived. We just have to narrow down our search to the exits during that time frame and make sure nothing important was taken. Rin's hands on a lot of GSC documents for us to sign off in the first place. I mean, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that the students have access to cameras and stuff. I mean, you would expect Veritas to be able to do that because they're technically a security club, even though they focus more on gaming than they do on security. But Moe is a little bit on the scary side. How the heck did you learn this? I thought you were supposed to be logistics and support. Does hacking count as support? Maybe it does. Electronic warfare was used quite a bit in Girls Frontline, so maybe that's what she's doing right now. Security is notoriously lax in public buildings and companies. I mean, you're not wrong. Huh, a surprisingly good idea from Moe. Are you okay? Did eating such nice food make you go crazy? Crazier? Shut up! I'll blow you up! Ignoring the musclehead, I should get back into the cloud server and snag the CCTV footage pretty easily. Too much mineral craft. Some people play way too much mineral craft. Yep, there it is. Surveillance footage from the day of the attack. That's on the cloud? Amazing. How long do we keep those things? It's around when we took the building. The guys in the helmets were Kaiser's super elites. SOF? What is SOF? Special Forces? Special Forces? Soap? Or whatever? They had impressive weapons, but they sure didn't know how to use them. It was only as easy as it was because of Miyu's sniping. Without her, we would have had to take damage in the full frontal assault. But really? If I couldn't have done it without Saki's point and relaying their locations, Miyako too. Special Operations Forces, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. That's what the squad is for. That was a fun operation. We're starting to sound like old women reminiscing our glory days. Stop gabbing and help me check this footage to see if any Kaiser soldiers took anything with them. You say that, and a certain uncle from Abydos is gonna show up, chiming in, saying yes, old glory days from 2 years ago. Well, I guess we wouldn't find anything here. Let me go back a little bit. Who are those soldiers? Those masks and uniforms don't look like Kaiser. Fox Squad? Is it Fox Squad? Right there. It looks like they're bringing something out of the basement. Do you see their hands? They weren't holding what they were in. They weren't holding that when they were in. Okay. Can you tell what it is? Not really. The video quality sucks and they're moving fast. Honestly, these security cameras could use like a 4K video. I get it, 4K video takes up a lot of space, but come on. If you want to see clearly what's happening, you need 4K video. Way too fast, actually. No wasted movements. Deft handling of advanced weaponry. Saki, you see it too, right? The video's grainy, but I'd recognize the equipment anywhere. At least 420, not 144. Right. Alright. Doom and gloom over there. Would you like to share with the class? Our camera's still batting Kivodos because they went with the cheap equipment for security cameras, that's why. You're right that those soldiers didn't look like Kaiser. The SRT equipment, that's SRT equipment they're using. But we have all of SRT's remaining equipment. The leader's laser pointer. It's a dual compound one with both infrared and visible light capabilities. It's super pricey and pretty much useless without night vision gear, so they've only really been made for SRT students. And that radio they're using to communicate, I can't be certain, but it looks a lot like SRT's. All of SRT's equipment is specially designed to meet our needs, and they definitely don't look anything like Kaiser communication technologies. Are you serious? But how could they have gotten their hands on them? Huh? Did you say something? I'm too busy eating. Sure, Millennium has top-of-the-notch cameras. I would hope so. Alright, Dizzy. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good rest of your day. No, not at all. I got a little excited talking about tactics. You know how it is. I know it's not your nature, Moe, but you have to be quiet. Sensei can't know until we figure out what's going on here. I can hear you. You're right. Sorry. It's just so unbelievable. I think so too. I don't know how random people would be able to get SRT's equipment like that. There's only two ways I can think of. First, they raided an SRT squad or base and looted the equipment. The only other way would be an SRT student provided them. That's what's unbelievable! No SRT student would be stupid enough to hand over equipment to PMC soldiers. We're elite agents, not some brutish, greedy you. People have been bartering for things they've wanted since before they could talk. Right, Moe. What about the greedy part? And so easy peasy lemon squeezy, we'll trade off some of our valuable items for new and wonderful incendiaries and weapons. Right. You? It seems we may have been the stupid SRT students. We sold off some non-essential equipment to recoup our losses and the camp was flooded. When the camp was flooded. Do you remember those arms dealers? They had big masks on so we couldn't see their faces. So you're telling me, we, the Rabbit Squad, are the ones who supplied Charlie's invaders with weapons? And here we are, gorging ourselves on high-quality meat, given to us to think us we're fighting off said invaders. Well, that's awkward. Is everyone full? Are you sure you don't want more? Stop talking, come eat. There's still so much left. Where? Well, oh, geez. I think that's what they call a food baby. Me too. The fullest I've ever been. I know you're feeling conflicted right now, and I probably might not know about it from this distance, but come on, just eat the rest of it. Not that kind of baby. Not that kind of baby. Whoa, I suddenly remember something super urgent I have to take care of right now. Bye-bye! What could be what could be so super urgent so suddenly? You need to go to the bathroom? Ah, no. You have no filter when you talk, Sensei. Just teasing. I'll save the rest for the meat for you at Charlotte then. Thank you, Sensei. Are they gonna go investigate stuff, or they just want me out? Are we not gonna tell Sensei about selling weapons to the bad guys? Feel bad. If not for us, Sensei wouldn't have gone through all of that stuff. I feel guilty as well, Miyu. And we will tell Sensei and apologize later, but first we need to apprehend the culprits. Miyako's right. If we go to Sensei now, all we're doing is bringing them another problem. They have enough on their plate as it is, dealing with the restoration project and everything else. The last thing Sensei needs is another thing to worry about, especially because of something we did. Yes, we'll find the culprits, retrieve the stolen goods, and then give Sensei a proper apology. To start, I'll need your help, Moe. We need to collect information. Anything you can go on where the weapons went after we sold them. It might take a bit, but it's doable. If I trace the unique key values embedded in the electronics, I'll hopefully be able to trace their path. For the rest of you, please begin routine checks on all our gear. Quickly, so we're prepared to leave as soon as Moe has what we need. I won't let those arms dealers sell the SRT's equipment with their injustices any longer. Alright, another mission. Self-imposed this time. Wow. I know you said you were full, but I forgot about the extra pork. I don't think they want any more pork, apparently. They've had enough pork as it is. Well, I guess they left. Miyako? Saki? Where'd everyone go? Where's Miyu? At least Miyu will be easy to catch. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask. How many chapters are there in volume... how many episodes are there in chapter 2? Depending on my pace, I might have to split this into 2 parts here. An unexpected reunion. 24? Okay. Would you say 12 if we have to stop somewhere is a good stopping point, or maybe a little bit afterwards? Because I want to see where we're at that point, and if we hit around 3 hours that time, we may have to split it into 2 parts. Rabbit 1 reporting. Time is 16:25 hours. We followed the GPS signal Rabbit 3 sent us to pinpoint the location of the suspect who infiltrated Point Sierra. Confirming arrival at the site. Isn't this where Fox Squad is? It is currently raining at Point Romeo, the drop-off point, and visibility is down about 500 meters. All units, please exercise caution. That's still within firing range for Miyu. This is Rabbit 4. Thankfully, the weather's kind of making it so nobody's around here right now. No hidden enemies. We're not in immediate danger of ambush, and I'm in a good position if anything happens. Copy that, Rabbit 2, please report. Rabbit 2 here. I've cut the circuits. The alarm sensors are down for the count. For now, at least. But you know... Is there a problem, Rabbit 2? Not exactly a problem, but... Does this building look kind of familiar to anyone else? Okay, so I wasn't mistaken. This is Fox... This is Foxhound territory. Nope, not Foxhound. This is Fox Squad territory. Did you shock yourself cutting the wires? We've never had an operation here before, dummy. That's not what I meant. It's like the layout. I don't know, the structure feels familiar. It's kind of like the indoor warfare range at the SRT training facility, isn't it? 3 floors and entrances? And when I was reviewing the blueprints Moe gave us, I thought the maze-like layout inside seemed familiar. It actually is kind of familiar, isn't it? Although someone would have started shooting at us by now if it was a training exercise. But please don't jinx it. I do feel better knowing we're kind of done this before. I don't think you should be you should be happy about that. That's right. Since we're familiar with the terrain, it'll be easier for us to predict and adapt throughout encounters. Do they not know anything about their upperclassmen? It seems like they have no idea about them for some reason. But buildings with this layout are usually easiest to defend. Back in our mock battles, the defenders usually had the upper hand, so I'm kind of nervous. Huh. Big bad we're elite agents of SRT Saki is scared? Come on. Who cares what kind of defense or weapons they have? We'll just do what we always do, easy peasy. To think I've had to be cheered up by you. Fine, fine. If PMC elites armed to the tooth can't beat us, who can? How about other SRT students that you probably should have known about? And I'll be watching your backs. We just have to work together. Rabbit 2, everyone, to positions, let's go. Breaching. Don't you need at least 2 people to breach? I secured our entry path. Rabbit 1, taking the building. Site A clear. Site B clear. Continuing to Site C. This is strange. We're deep into their territory now and they still haven't made contact. Are they being cautious of us? I haven't made any mistakes so far. I'm staying aware of potential movement or traps, but it still feels like I'm missing something. This is Rabbit 2. Rabbit 1, we've run into a barricade we can't breach. Do you want us to break through it? No. Avoid giving away our position at all costs. Find a way around if you can. Understood. Going to start moving towards the center aisle. Continuing. She got caught. Ah! Hello? Was that a gunshot? Rabbit 2, report in. Saki! I can get through. Did she lose her communicator? Rabbit 4, requesting an update on the situation. Rabbit 3, our GPS doesn't seem to be... Oh, static. I'm jammed. No signals coming in or out. We're all cut off from each other. I won't be able to rely on any backup. The enemy was in perfect sync. Ambush the point, jam the communications, and isolate each member all at once, before anyone knows what happened. It was a simple, straightforward plan, but nearly impossible to execute. The amount of coordination that would have been required and an incomplete silence at that. I need to tread carefully. I'm gonna pump up the volume just a little bit then. Just a tiny bit. That doesn't matter right now though. To start, I have to rescue Saki. Oh? Who's this one? Ah, ambush? I didn't notice them close at all. No sound, just takedown. Think, Miyako. Think, Miyako, think. The passageway is too narrow for my primary weapon to be useful. Close combat isn't my specialty, but I'm still an SRT agent. Upset my opponent's center of gravity. Okay, that is correct. Upset my opponent's center of gravity. Take advantage when they lose balance. Foxtrot. A flash bomb? This close? And we're blinded. Oh my gosh, that's so bright. Did you know a flash bomb isn't actually supposed to blind you? It's just supposed to make you disoriented. Unless I got that wrong. 1.5 seconds. Reactions are slow. You took long to reorient after explosion and flash. You took too long to reorient after explosion and flash. You move exactly per the CQB? Close Quarters Battle Manual. Okay, they don't call it CQC. You move exactly per the CQB manual, but the real world doesn't follow your textbooks. Your movements are too predictable. You should have taken the initiative and rushed me. That one, let's see. OST 115, Into the Rabbit Hole. Got you. Supposed to be loud AF? Maybe CQC is copyrighted? For some reason, I thought CQC is like universal. It shouldn't be. Stop moving. I might accidentally break your arm. You're no ordinary soldier. Who are you? Does who I am change anything? You went into this operation thinking, I'm SRT. I can handle whatever might lie ahead of us, didn't you? Lazy, undisciplined. Always assume the worst case scenario. She's right, you know. Even the best, most experienced veteran can be taken out by a stray bullet on the battlefield, just like those special ops guys you took out earlier. Courageous warriors don't live long here. A good special forces soldier conducts themselves with cowardice, or you'll end up dead. Wait, I know that voice. It can't be. It's been quite some time, squad leader Sukiyuki Miyako. Sukiyaki. I keep wanting to say Sukiyaki. It's not Sukiyaki, it's Sukiyuki. But it's so close to Sukiyaki, I kind of want to say it. I wonder if anyone's made that mistake before. It's been quite some time, squad leader Sukiyuki Miyako. Sukiyaki Miyako. I'll just say Sukiyaki. Hello. You look well. Yukino? So they have met before, but why did you forget that they existed? I'm just saying, why did you forget they existed? I feel like that's not something you should be forgetting. What the hell is happening? Someone better start talking. I was monitoring the surveillance cameras and then I was ambushed. Someone forced a hood over my head and dragged me here. Me too. I was in my position and someone came up super quietly and they blindfolded me. I got rolled around and around in a big barrel. It kind of reminds me of that one Fortnite video. Maybe it was Fortnite, maybe it was a different game. Where it was like sniper on 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 sniper. It kind of felt like that with this. I don't think they were expecting Fog Squad to be involved. I mean, you're probably not right. You're probably not wrong, but still, she is right. They didn't expect the worst. More like not aware of their current whereabouts. That's also true. Wait, did I miss something here? Oh yeah, the blindfold. I think when I threw up. Why are you psyching off with Asaki? I thought you and Miyako had breached the building already. We had, but then... I can't remember. I went into the central aisle to avoid the barricade, but I was ambushed and knocked out. I don't remember what happened after that. I just remember waking up here. Well, we don't know where we are or who brought us here, but I do know one thing. We let ourselves get abducted, didn't we? Don't make me say it. It was pure carelessness. I just realized something. These suspects are arms brokers, right? So they do a lot of illegal trades? Are they gonna trade us too? Super bad guys like that would normally kill us, right? If we're alive, maybe they're going to sell us to someone. They're gonna sell us to some research facility and test weapons on us and torture us. Or what if they make us dress up in a cat costume and meow for them? That'll be even worse. You know what? If you were actually gonna be sold off to someone, I think the cat costume would be a better outcome than being tortured for weapons tests and whatnot. Honestly, Honestly, another timeline that probably would have happened. They would probably have been sold to Gematria, and at that point they would have turned Terror or whatever. I'm kind of curious what SRT Terror would look like. Actual rabbits, that will go after the throat. Translator's note: meow means nya. Meow means nya. I don't even want to know where that last fear came from. It's okay, Miyu. Look, Miyako isn't with us, which means she hasn't been caught yet. No, she's been caught already. Just sit tight and plan how we're gonna get back at these guys once she rescues us. Is everyone okay? Uninjured? She's here! But not to rescue you. Miyako! Miyako, right on time. See, I told you she'd come to rescue us. About that. I'm more of a prisoner than a rescuer in this situation. Maybe she's terrified of cosplay? That makes me wonder now. Rabbit Squad, cosplay, cafe costume, cafe cosplay, event when? Rabbit Squad, rabbit costume, event when? This is the last time. This is the last. Disqualified. This is the little hazing that they were going to be doing, I guess. If this was SRT's CQB test, every last one of you would have been disqualified. That equipment, are you? Aren't you the Fox Squad? I don't understand what's happening here. What, you don't like parties? We decided to organize a little surprise welcoming party for our successors. You know, at least with the Fox Squad, they have actual fox ears. Meanwhile, Rabbit Squad doesn't even have real rabbit ears. They're fake rabbits at this point. Rabbit Squad and a cat girl cosplay would be the funniest thing ever. Where's Cat Squad? Make Cat Squad and bring make Cat Squad of all the cat-eared students in them. Who do we have for cat-eared students? We have Mari, we have Serika, we have Kazuza. I guess we also have, who's the one in Hyakiyako? Who's the one in Hyakiyako? I have her, but I forgot her name. Her. We already have 4 people for Cat Squad. You need to make a dog squad. Which ones do we have? Kikyo, thank you. Kikyo, Serika, Mari, and Kazuza for Cat Squad. Who do we have for Dog Squad? Dog Squad, we have Hibiki. And that's all I can think of. I don't know any other dogs. We only have 1 dog, right? Kinda hard to make a dog squad with just 1 dog. And Umika, really? Wait, who's Umika? Which one is Umika? Let me look this up. Kana, true. Kana would also count. Who is Umika? Umika, Blue Archive. I don't think I've seen her before, actually. Yeah, I have never seen Umika before. She looks like she could be from Hyakiyako. Yep, she looks like she's from Hyakiyako. Ako? I guess in a way Ako could count, but I don't know if she actually counts, technically speaking. If in a way she might count, so I do not blame you for thinking that. It's just a little awkward, you know? Just a tiny bit awkward that we're counting her. Anyway, back to this. Hold up. What, you don't like parties? We decided to organize a little surprise welcoming party for our successors. Come on now, I thought you would have grown up a little after your recent adventures in Gavodos. But it looks like you're still the same old you, huh? Did you think you were coming to a tea party? I couldn't believe my eyes when you just rushed into an unknown building with no backup and no recon. Oh dear. You shouldn't have been so harsh on them, Kurumi. At least students who take the CQB test know what they're taking. How could they have predicted us being there? If they'd been up against ordinary arms dealers like they thought, their plan would have been perfect. The next time an enemy appears unexpectedly on the battlefield, should we just ask them to politely leave? You were all unprepared. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm sure you must be hungry after all that excitement. I made a bunch of inari sushi for everyone. We can worry about operations and preparedness after everyone's stomachs are full. SS3 Serica. I know there's probably a million questions running through your mind, and trust me, we have a whole lung full of things we want to say too. But let's enjoy a meal together first, before we, break things off, because that's probably gonna happen. Okay. Nom nom nom. Yeah, she is basically Serica. Do they have the same artists? I know early Blue Archive had multiple different artists, and I guess they kind of still do. But I think by around this time, most of the art style has been fairly uniform, or at least they settled on an art style for Blue Archive. Nom nom nom. I mean, I'd be slow to react too if I was worried about as many things as you do during the middle of an operation. Imagine you're in a tight corridor like Miyako was before, and it's tricky to maneuver your primary weapon. Now, there's an enemy approaching from a different direction. What's your plan? There's still space for other artists. Got you. Artist for Kurumi is still unknown. Really? Got hit with a power cut? Guess I'll touch grass again. Alright. Good luck touching grass. Thanks for dropping by while you could. I think you're supposed to switch your sidearm and shoot. And you think right if you're following the manual. But you need to evaluate the situation in front of you. It's always gonna be different. Here, you should smash them as hard as you can with your gun's buttstock. In close quarters like that, the fastest one wins. You were the ones who were ambushed, so the enemy wouldn't expect a full frontal attack like that. And all this changes depending on the enemy's armor, distance, and strength, and you're supposed to do that in a split second. Wow! Ah, so they do have an actual art director. I mean, you should have an art director for a game. But I know back in the time when Blue Archive was made, the norm was to, contract a bunch of different artists, have them submit stuff. That's how a lot of games were before. But I'm kind of glad we are doing the unified style now, because having different art styles in the game is a little bit jarring. It's very jarring. It's better if everyone did the same thing. Real world situations are so different from the textbooks. You think all it took was a mission or two to be a veteran? You've got a lot to learn. And if this was a test, they would have definitely been disqualified. They need more missions under their belt. Is this salmon roe? It pairs surprisingly well with the inari sushi. Hey, I was saving that for myself. Hands off. Chill out. It's just inari sushi. Do you really want to embarrass yourself in front of the little ones? Is Never really out of place? I didn't think so. I thought she was she looked fairly okay compared to everyone else. Here, just have the egg soba roe flavored one. No thanks. I'll stick with the salmon roe. I bought enough of each kind, so there's no need to fight. Yeah, they're still prisoners, but now we're having a little party. I'm assuming with some bought bento. Miyu, here. Don't be shy, dig in. Really? Even I can have some? Of course. In fact, I think this one right here has your name on it. Thanks. So good. Guys, you're making me hungry. You're making me want to break into the salted bacon, which I probably shouldn't be eating without heating it. That thing is so fatty. I could probably eat the pate by itself though. It feels like forever since I've had Nico's cooking. You won't find inari sushi with this many toppings anywhere else in Kivoto's. Getting up early was totally worth it for all of a sudden. You'll always be able to recognize my inari sushi from anyone else's because of my secret marinade. Why do I feel like I've had this Inari sushi recently? Am I just imagining it? No, Sensei bought some Inari sushi from her and fed you that. That's why. If it's okay to ask, how did you find me? I thought I found a really good spot, so I was kind of surprised. Right? Miyu, right? The star student who aced the concealment training. She is the most concealed student, and yes, she was still found. Nico's ears remind you of Fennec. I'm assuming all of them are different foxes. So yes, Fennec ears probably for Nico. I don't know about the other ones though. You did really well, actually. We wouldn't have noticed if Nico hadn't pointed you out. Good job. Thank you. Why are you getting closer and closer? You were just so hidden. What's your process? Do you have some kind of special camo gear? What zoom is your scope set at? Her zoom is set up to something. She can snipe over a 1 kilometer apparently with a 500-meter range gun. Does that say something? Miyu is overwhelmed. Anyway, so for seniors in Fox Squad, if our seniors in Fox Squad were the ones buying the weapons, I guess we don't have anything to worry about. If it came through them, I'm sure the funds were clean too. Are you sure you should be telling them this? Actually, I'd like to ask a question. Of course, shoot! What did you guys take from Charlotte's basement during the coup? Oh, well, that... Imagine being ignored and then suddenly being bombarded with questions. Yeah, I guess it would be overwhelming for her. I would definitely not like. It'd be kind of the same for me if this channel somehow blew up 10 or 100 times the size of it is right now. I would also be overwhelmed. Like, how do I deal with that? I don't. I don't know how I would deal with it. But I could probably quit my job. So that's something. More importantly, I've been wondering if this for a long time now. You disappeared a word when SRT's closure was decided. The next thing we knew, you were storming the General Student Council building. Why? I can't share that information with you yet. Of course, Yukino being the ever responsible leader. I don't think she's actually interacted with everyone else yet during this little meet and greet. Is it confidential? No, it's not that. We need to determine if you could be reliable allies. Hold on. Aren't we on the same side, SRT? What did we do wrong? Let me ask you a question. If we ordered you, could you stand against Sensei on the battlefield? Right now, at this very moment? I think the answer is no. Why should they? See? You're not ready to decide. It's gonna be Kaya versus Sensei at the end of this. A weapon has one purpose, and is useless if it can't perform. Oh, is this what she told Miyako at some point? Huh. When was this? Oh, responsibility is playing again. I'm so glad I took a break from the story. Otherwise, I would probably be a little bit shook right now. I'm okay. The situation's different, but the BGM brings back memories. So, thanks for your hard work on this mission, Squad Leader Tsukiyuki. As of today, the Rabbit Squad is disbanded. You all will now be part of the Fox Squad. Wait, what? Disbanded? Our squad? Don't misunderstand. I'm not penalizing you for an unsatisfactory performance. I value your leadership. We're just relieving you of your burdens you never should have had to shoulder. Let us bear the difficult work from here on out. But we want to help restore SRT Academy. We never gave up. I'm not really hearing the heartbeats, but I think I know which heartbeats you're talking about. But no, I don't think I ever noticed it that way. There is no longer a need to bear the responsibility of reviving SRT Academy. Oh wait, this is still during the meet and greet, right? This is not before. That responsibility was always ours. Yours has always been to be a weapon in our toolbox. What if they refuse? That's not what we, the Rabbit Squad. Squad leader Tsukiyuki, you have to decide. Will you step up and fulfill your duty as a sharpened blade? Or will you waver and fight for justice with your rusted edge? This is where negotiations break down. Hold on, I'm still here. Wait, how do we make our way here? We got company. How do we find our way here? Who? How could they have found us? Hey. Sensei? You guys are that Fox Squad, right? Nice to meet ya! Hello, Fox Squad. I really enjoyed the Inari sushi last time. Really enjoyed the Inari sushi last time. Sensei, did you follow us from the park? I didn't notice we were being tailed. Wow, we were being sneaky. Underestimate the power of a Rona. It probably actually was a Rona now that I think about it. Well, you guys left the park so suspiciously, so I came to find you. Oh yeah, it would be a Rona. You were all acting weird, so I asked around and tracked you down. Let's not say asked around. You were suspicious. But of course. I believe this is our first time meeting, Sensei. I've been wanting to thank you for your working in cleaning up the mess created by the Student Council President's sudden departure. On behalf of SRT Academy, I would like to express my gratitude. Just doing my job. So what were you doing other than rescuing Kaya during the whole shebang that happened in Volume F? But what I'm discussing with Squad Leader Tsukiyuki is internal SRT Academy business. So we'd appreciate if you could leave this matter to us. I've heard that you are not one to undermine students' decision or authority. Consider your authority the opposite of undermined. That's a way to put it. Consider your authority the opposite of undermined. But my students look like they need time to process. I think you need to give Miyako some space. Yeah, I think they need time to process here. I guess Sensei does have a way to hide his presence. Because, I mean, if you think about it, where is Sensei for the most part? Hidden, in plain sight, kind of just listening in. The students forget he's there. And I'm surprised they didn't notice Sensei sooner. Maybe we just walked in, I don't know, from a distance. Understood. It seems you're the kind of adult students inherently trust and follow. Except you, it seems. It's your type that tends to be the most aggravating. I'm glad your situation hasn't dampened your spirit. This fight can wait until D-Day. It won't be long anyway. Fox Squad, stand down. Head back to HQ for the next mission. Okay. Whisper, whisper, whisper. I think I might need a screenshot of this. Squad Leader Tsukiyuki, I've sent the location to your phone. Come find me if you are able to see things the right way. The right way, you're basically giving her only one choice. One day, you'll understand. Okay, I think the text was covering Miyako's face a little bit, but she is clearly, understandably, troubled by what's going on here. And I wonder where her thought process is right now. Also, being told by upperclassmen to disband your squad, I don't think that would fly well with anyone. So, yeah, definitely not the best way to go about this. Alright, GNG, thanks for dropping by. See you later then. It is always duck season, but in this case it's Kaya season. Back at the park, the Rabbit Squad filled me in on their discovery earlier in the day, and the ensuing operation. So, the Fox Squad was behind the Shaolin incident. We should have told you from the beginning. It's one thing for us to mess up. It's another thing for us to mess up to endanger you, Sensei. I guess we were kind of scared to tell you. You did great, there's nothing to worry about. It's okay, none of this is your fault. But we were totally clueless, just happily camping at the park. And you know what? If you can be happily camping at the park forever, you probably still shouldn't do that. But, you know, at least you'd be free from any worries. You just have to help out every now and then. And you brought us all the expensive beef to thank us for something we caused. And we're just poor homeless students, so we can't even pay it back. The only thing we have to offer is expired bento. But please take it as thanks. No need, really. I'm perfectly fine without it. I can buy my own bento. We'll make it right by finding out what they took from Shaolin and retrieving it. But taking on the Fox Squad won't be easy. We'll have to at least ascertain what it is they took first. It's not something anyone's been missing. It didn't look big in the footage. Expensive tuna cans? Teacher's underwear? Miyu, I think you're setting the bar a little bit too low. And plus, who would frickin' want my underwear? You could also say the same for every other student, but in this case, who would frickin' want my underwear in this case? Tuna cans. Come on. I do have good tuna cans in the pantry, so she's not wrong about that. Sensei's underwear? Moe blushing. The idea of the seniors breaking into Shaolin armed to the teeth just to steal underwear is unnerving. We can worry about that later. I'd like to know more about the Fox Squad members. This is a good move. GDD fighting Melania? Ooh, I need to look that up. It's probably in the Buru sites by now, but I need to look that up. It slipped my mind that you wouldn't be familiar with them. To summarize the Fox Squad seniors in a nutshell, they're Kivotos' elite, more elite than you guys. Elite forces with the combat capabilities of SRD are a dime a dozen, but when it comes to special ops, they're insurmountable. They're trained to handle any situation, any kind of environment. Their skills go way beyond just combat. They were the ideal. They were the unit that not only met but embodied all that was expected of SRT agents. For example, the Fox Squad's deputy leader Nico. Oh, getting the lowdown on everyone? She's their informations officer, I guess? Yeah, they definitely have a lot more experience. I mean, 2 years of experience is quite a bit. She's a squad mom, you know? Her capacity for acceptance and patience are unmatched. And I know because I definitely tested it. just a while ago. She used to pack Inari sushi lunches for any squad leaving for a mission. Oh, I guess there was more than just these two. Nico was everyone's rock. Other squads would come to her for advice all the time. Nico helped me a lot when I was new. She's not just nice though. No matter how hopeless an operation is, Nico never panics. Her ability to stay calm and evaluate the situation is invaluable. They say she's never lost count of the ammo or supplies the squad used in any operation, even with all those messy battles under her belt. In that sense, Moe, you could take a cue from Nico. Don't deny that you find something exhilarating about emptying the entire magazine once in a while, too. I mean, ammo was meant to be used. Might as well use all of it. Then there was Kurumi, the Fox Squad's resident grump and point man. The shield girl? Right, the Super Saiyan Serika. Right. Well, being on the front lines all the time makes you a little high-strung, you know? You can't let your guard down for even a second. It could mean life or death for the whole squad. And Kurumi's real power shines in her quick, flexible responses to the unexpected. I do kind of wonder, Fox Squad versus Hoshino, who would win? Fox Squad versus Hina. I think Hina might have a little trouble, I'm not gonna lie. She could overwhelm them. But Fox Squad versus Hoshino? I wonder. Tummy art and no tummy shown right now? Where's the tummy? She's unflappable through every ambush and attack. The way she can analyze her terrain and use it to her advantage under pressure is really impressive. I've actually heard about that too. I've actually heard about her too. When her gun malfunctions smack in the middle of enemy territory, she didn't waste a second. She just grabbed the nearest enemy's weapon and started breaking through them with her own firepower. If it were up to me, I probably would have followed my field manual and tried to fix it. I couldn't have turned it around like she did. Yeah, you're a little bit too much on the book. You need to be a little bit more pragmatic. I'm way more book smart than street smart, so I can't help but admire adaptability in other people. Now, Otogi, the sniper in the Fox Squad. I didn't get to talk to her much, but I've never met a sniper like her before. You're right in the assessment. She definitely isn't your usual lone wolf sniper who prefers to be hidden away. Otogi's got this natural charisma that really commands a room. The spotlights seem to follow her at SRT. I've never met a sniper with a presence like hers. I'm not exactly sure what her presence is, to be honest, but okay, I'll take your word for it. She is pretty weird in that sense. You normally want your snipers quiet, invisible, so they can hit their mark unnoticed. But when Otogi enters the field, you know. Yeah, invisible like Miyu. Like 99% invisible, apparently. I had to go against her in a training drill once, and it was so hard. I was totally on edge, not knowing where her bullets would come from next, but knowing she was there. They say a good sniper neutralizes 3 enemies for every 1 bullet shot. And good coordination is really important so your teammates can benefit from any intel you gather. Compared to her, I mean, sometimes even my own teammates forget I exist. That was one time, and it wasn't your fault at all. She's right. The idiot who didn't realize we were missing a member is to blame. It's not that hard to keep track of 3 people. Shut up! It wasn't like that at all. And then there's Yukino, the Fox Squad leader. Yeah, she's a little bit stubborn, I guess? AKA Little Miss Perfect, and like actually perfect. Not like when I'm making fun of Saki. It's true though, Yukino's unmatched. She manages and directs the squad members' movements down to the second. That squad trusts her more than they trust themselves. If she told them to jump off a plane with no parachute, they would do it with complete faith they would be okay. That was certainly a favorable evaluation. Yes, those seniors were our wildest dreams. We aspired to them. They were our role models. Anything our Rabbit Squad could accomplish, it's not just that the Fox Squad could do too. They could do it better, faster, more efficiently, and smarter. You'd be surprised at how imperfect perfect people actually are. What are you trying to say, Sensei? What are you trying to say? I mean, it's kind of true. People who seem like they're perfect usually have some kind of kink to them. Maybe not obvious, but in this case, it's a little different. And Miyako, the Rabbit Squad is not replaceable. Do you think so? It's hard not to think that way, I suppose. Because the Yukino in my memory, the way she glowed on the TV screen, I think that was just you being a fangirl. What would happen to Fox Squad if you take down their leader? I think they would fall apart, or at least be a lot less coordinated. They're still probably good on their own, but definitely a lot less coordinated. That doesn't matter. She seemed different, older, mature. Maybe she grew up while she was gone, somewhere I couldn't go. There's so much I don't understand. Maybe they were right. If we still haven't gone through all this, maybe it is time to throw in the towel. Follow orders and let people smarter and better than us shoulder all these responsibilities. Or no, you could do that. You could do that, but don't you want to grow? Don't you want to, find yourselves on the battlefield? I feel like that's more important than just following orders. Some people follow orders because they choose to follow orders, not because they want other people to think for them, but because it's easier for other people to just tell them what to do. I don't think you want that. What would the three of you want to do? Even if you ask us, it's just really overwhelming. I mean, if you think about it, your idols are just really normal people at the end of the day. Some better, some worse, and some just as they are. But everyone has some sort of baggage. So, it is what it is. What does that sound? Is it the emergency broadcast from the Journal Student Council? Do you think it's related to the recent attack? All citizens of Kivotos, this is a critical announcement. In a few moments, we will deliver an urgent statement on behalf of the Kivotos General Student Council. We urge all residents to tune in to the official General Student Council channel or the Chronos channel to hear this pressing message. I guess they are the only news around here, so I guess we kind of have to listen to them, for better or worse. The General Student Council's official channel? Where's my phone? There's a much, much bigger screen you can use instead, the laptop. Look up. Oh, or not the laptop. Is that a video on the side of an airship? Is that the... Wait, is that Kronos' airship? It is. Kaya, what the heck are you doing? Greetings, citizens of Kivotos. I'm Shiranui Kaya, the head of the Kivotos General Student Council's Defense Office. I'm sorry for addressing you so unexpectedly today, but it is an urgent matter. In recent times, our city has faced numerous crises. A mysterious structure descended from the sky, paralyzing our city and causing extensive damage not only to the DU but also every academy district. Unfortunately, as a General Student Council, we failed to effectively respond to this monumental crisis and provide a resolution. Instead, we relied on decisions made by Shale and the individual districts to mitigate the damages. Okay. This was due to the absence of Nanagami Rin, the acting General Student Council president during the time of the incident. This has resulted in her relinquishing her responsibilities. I'm pretty sure she was still around during that time. What do you mean she was gone? Criticism regarding her failure to fulfill her duties as acting General Student Council president has persisted even within the Board of Administration. Finally, today, a vote of no confidence in Chief Officer Nanagami was passed. Wait, I thought that... wait, hold up. I thought that vote of no confidence was postponed. Did they actually go through with it? I, Shiranui Kaya, have been duly sworn in as the new acting General Student Council President. By force. What? New Acting General Student Council President? This transition is not a matter we take lightly. It's a cool people, and she's not gonna bring SRT back, that's for sure. We acknowledge that many of you are likely concerned about this sudden change in the General Student Council's leadership. Nevertheless, we are committed to restoring normalcy in Kivodos and seek your support for the new Board of Administration that will be re-established. Or established in this case. And lastly, Sensei. I'm sure you're watching this broadcast from somewhere right now, Sensei. For the sake of the future Kivodos and Shale, please abide by my request, Sensei. As soon as this broadcast is over, we request your presence in the General Student Council's reception room. All members of the General Student Council eagerly anticipate your visit. Thank you and farewell. I look forward to Kivodos' future. I think I'm gonna skip this meeting. Yeah. Can I skip this meeting? Do I have to go? What exactly is going on here? The General Student Council is in crisis. Yeah, that sums it up. You know, compared to how long Chapter F was, it's kind of weird going back to these. It's kind of weird going back to these shorter-ish chapters. But yeah. A few hours earlier in the Kivodos General Student Council conference room, oh, they actually do have mob characters. Right, they do have mob characters. Next item on the agenda is determining the level of punishment for the Kaiser Corporation and its executives for exploiting a disaster to spark a civil war and seize the authority of the General Student Council. Yeah, about that, they're still kind of on it, by the way. They're still doing that. Except you wouldn't know it. Normally, this would have been a top priority for the General Student Council and the Board of Administration once they were back in session. However, due to the destruction of many of DU's communications and logistics facilities during the recent events, discussions on this matter have been postponed while we prioritize the restoration of DU for the safety and well-being of our citizens. Thank you for the clarification. She's still here. Was this before or after she took over? As you mentioned, the Kaiser Corporation led a group of private soldiers in an attempt to seize control of the Sanctum Tower and use the ancient weapon they had unearthed. Although we managed to prevent the situation from escalating with the help of Shala's Sensei and Student Council members from various districts, it's essential to recognize the potential consequences. If we had failed to stop them, not only would the General Student Council have collapsed, but Kivodos itself would have been in danger. This entire attempt was only possible because the Kaiser Corporation is a mega corporation with influence in everything from defense to logistics. To ensure that such an incident is never repeated, I believe it is crucial to impose the most severe punishment on the Kaiser Corporation and its executives. Which is... wait a minute! While it's true that the Kaiser Corporation used private soldiers to enforcefully take over the General Student Council, we can hardly ignore the fact that the Chief Officer Rin's unilateral activation of the Emergency Response Committee just before the incident caused chaos within the Council. And? But the reason we weren't present that day was due to the motion to censure Rin. Moreover, there are reports suggesting that Chief Officer Rin has been riding in one of the ancient weapons on Earth of the Kaiser Corporation. Yeah? Do you know the rest of the story of that? In fact, isn't it possible that Chief Officer Rin was somehow involved with the Kaiser Corporation in this matter? Excuse me? Excuse me? Who's feeding you this conspiracy theory? That's quite a serious accusation. I understand that there might be suspicions surrounding this case, but let's remember that there are established procedures and protocols for handling such matters. If a resolution of accountability is passed and an investigation into Kaiser Corporation is initiated, you can count on me to fully cooperate with the investigation. Oh hey, we don't really see this this person much. Heine. Heine? She looks pretty snappy. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Hey Aoi, how many hours has this meeting been going on? Did we miss lunch already? It's been 8 hours, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds since we began. Yeah, you missed lunch. But we still have 3 more items on the agenda, so just eat your onigiri. Endurance meetings like this are fairly typical for the Board of Administration, aren't they? Onigiri? What onigiri? Hey Aoi, you didn't give me any onigiri. Wow, someone forgot to pass out the food. Wasn't it Rin who gave Charlotte Sensei the extrajudicial powers in the first place? No, that was the General Student Council President. Even though it was a memo from the General Student Council President, we couldn't even verify if the memo was authentic. We have been going through this. The memo is undoubtedly from the General Student Council President. Brown Brat? I don't know, they showed someone big. If necessary, we can confirm its authenticity through handwriting analysis. Chief Officer, this is beside the point. There are established procedures for everything. Oh, now you say there are established procedures for everything. Ignoring the decisions of the Board of Administration, even if you're acting General Student Council President, is unacceptable. I have always followed rules and procedures exactly as written out, but... Are you talking about this brown brat over here? I know nothing about her except that she seems sleepy half the time. Whisper, whisper. Hey, Sumomo, did you get onigiri? Can we just talk about her outfit a second here? Hold up a sec, I'll read that in a bit. Can we just talk about her outfit here for a second? She is like the least dressed out of everyone here in the student council. What's up with these cutouts on the shoulder and on the hips? And the very, very obvious spats that are here? I mean, if it weren't for the coat, she'd basically be kind of wearing something close to a bikini at this point. Or like a one piece. Her halo! Now that you mention it, what the heck? It's just basically stars. Where is she from? Kill la Kill? I'm too sleepy to eat right now. No, not for you. I'm trying to ask if you took my share of onigiri. She just wants food. She doesn't care about the meeting. Kaiser Corporation is a major player in Kivodos, and if they go under, it will be a catastrophe even worse than the tower incident. With Kaiser Industries, Kaiser Construction, and Kaiser Convenience... Kaiser Convenience? Are you saying Angel 24 is owned by Kaiser Convenience? I'm giving them money? All going bankrupt, unemployment would skyrocket. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness Angel 24 is a different chain. Who will take responsibility for that, Chief Officer? Given the influence of Kaiser Corporation, I believe a fine to assist with cleanup and restoration will suffice. Hey Momoka, are you hungry? You're not getting out of my Tarako flavored chips, no matter how much you beg. What's Tarako? I think Tarako is some sort of fish eggs, right? So don't even try it. Imagine Angel 24 is run by Kaiser. Ugh. I don't think I'd be able to buy anything from there if they were. Go get some onigiri or something. Just don't touch my chips. No, I'm trying to tell you that I never got any onigiri. I want my food now. I skipped lunch. I think there's like Rin trying to say Kaiser did something really bad, but for some reason, the other side of the General Student Council is arguing, "Hey, we probably hear you or ignoring you completely." But the main issue isn't that Kaiser is trying to take over the General Student Council, is that you, Rin, freaking weren't around for this entire thing. Where the heck were you? Or, if we do include Kaiser into this discussion, you were on that ship, weren't you? Were you with them? Were you working for them? Someone is wanting to blame it all on Rin, and you know Kaya here is probably the ringleader of it. We just know she's the ringleader of all this. I don't believe further discussion will be productive at this time. Chief Officer, I think everyone will benefit from fresh air, some fresh air, and lunch. Let's adjourn for today and reconvene later. Understood. I thought someone mentioned the ship earlier. Since it's getting late, we'll close the meeting and resume tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you. Finally, some freaking food. I thought I was prepared for how difficult that was going to be. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your work, Chief Officer. Ah, Chief of Defense. Thank you. You as well. Was there anything the matter? How are you doing? I just wanted to stop by and let you know I think you killed it. Sure. You flatter me. I've thought about this before, but they're totally out of line. Practically all they use their mouths for are to gossip about you or talk about themselves. Being a leader and having to make decisions based on so many different opinions isn't easy. I can't blame them, though. I'm responsible for this situation, too. I just had to be patient and convince them one by one. But do you really need to, though? You're the chief officer of general management, but you're also the acting general student council president. You could make things so much easier for yourself by using your authority to make all the other chairs say yes. But authority, it's like a double-edged sword, Chief of Defense. It might seem like a quick fix, but its value dwindles the more you rely on it. I can't just use my authority to suppress others' voices just because they disagree with me. That did not stop some people in real life, but we'll save that for another time. Honestly, I'm not even sure about myself. As I suspected, you might not be cut out for this whole president thing. Huh? I need a shot of this very serious face right now. What are you saying, Chief of Defense? Oh, she pulled the gun on her. Rin, truly, I never liked you. Okay, guys, I have to admit, I kind of was spoiled a little bit on this particular scene. I don't exactly know the context, but I saw art of this scene, but not this scene specifically. I saw Kaya basically press the gun on Rin's boobs. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else saw that particular fan art, but that was a thing apparently. I'm just gonna admire the art here a little bit and look at how I did never actually realize how tight-fitting Kaya's dress is. Holy crap, she is like a stick, basically. I don't know if I have it bookmarked anywhere. I may have liked it, but it's buried in my likes in Twitter. So I don't think I can get it out very easily. In any case, yeah. If I find it, I'll show it on stream. She never liked Rin? Why? You're nothing like the president, but you had all her favor. Oh, she was freaking jealous. Are you serious? She was jealous? That's why she's doing all of this? And look at you. Even after she's gone, you're still trying to do right by her. You're the president. and you're still listening to everyone around you and harping about procedures. Your maddening, centrist approach won't solve anything. Oh, Kaya's halo on the back of her head instead of on top? Oh, sees herself as Messiah? I guess, kind of, sort of. But, crap. Brown Lolly from earlier also, I think, had her halo at the back of her head, too. So I'm assuming halos can be on any place they want to be. But I don't know if this is a fan theory of an actual thing that people have mentioned in the game, but from what I assume, the halos are basically representations of what they are, right? Or at least what they think of themselves. So I don't know. Could it actually change positions? Could it actually change form other than being broken? That's I don't think that's actually been said. Kivotos can only be fixed by superhuman. Chief Kaya. The General Student Council President is missing, and her seat is vacant. My role as a chief officer is to is to protect and preserve that seat during her absence. Wow. Oh, is that so? Normally, in any other case, this gun would be actually threatening, but they can take bullets. So what's this gun supposed to do to Rin? Knock her out? I don't think one shot's gonna do much. Funnily enough, I stumbled upon something interesting in Charlotte's basement during the recent incident. Oh, she has the documents. Of course she would. A secret letter from the General Student Council President that has never been made public. Oh, I'm curious. What does the letter say? A secret letter? According to the letter, the President wanted the Chief of Defense to take charge in the event of emergency, not the Chief Officer. I call lies and bullshit. I don't say that word a lot, but I call lies and bullshit on that. I do not trust you, girl. I do not trust you. In other words, the person who should have been the acting president during her absence was never Nanagami Rin. It was always intended to be Shiranui Kaya. What nonsense are you saying right now? Now then, why was a letter with such an important message secretly hidden in Charlotte's basement? Yes, hidden in Charlotte's basement, in a building, coincidentally enough, that only Chief Officer Nanagami Rin has access to when the General Student Council President disappeared. And to further the coincidences, it is not you, Chief Officer Rin, who has the most to gain by... Is it not you who has the most to gain by the concealment of this document? I had other reasons to hate her, but this made the hate pile a little bit taller. This is ridiculous. Do you really think people would just believe the letter's authenticity without proof? I'll have a handwriting appraisal done, as well as an analysis of the signature. That should be no problem if the General Student Council wrote that letter. Certainly. Verifying the document's authenticity is crucial, just like the note I found in the President's office. I would consider your current standing in the Council. How many members do you think will believe you? Kaya, you. I see. I see. So, these mobs in particular were already in on this. Or at least are being misled at the very least. But they're definitely at least in with Kaya on taking Rin in. Alright. Alright. Chief Officer Nanagami Rin, You are under emergency arrest for concealing official documents and abusing authority. Under what pretense? No, that's a pretense. Under what authority? Pursuant of Article 78 of the General Student Council Executive Regulations, your duties as Acting General Student Council President are automatically suspended until the investigation concludes. I feel like the checks and balances of powers within the General Student Council is kind of unbalanced. If she can just kind of pull this at a drop of a hat. Like, shouldn't you at least get approval from everyone else before you do this? Or can do this? Yeah, the balance of power in this place is kind of whack. Trigger for ambition. I feel like this could have a remix. Let me grab that. Where is my notepad? Notepad's here. Thank you for that name drop. But in the interim, I suppose we'll need a new acting president. Now, won't we? You planned this from the very start. If the president returns, she won't forgive you for this. And if she does return, I look forward to seeing her reaction to your absolute failure in her absence. Now please respectfully escort the chief officer to her dormitory. Place her under 24-hour house arrest and surveillance. For how long? Yes, ma'am. We're taking her in, right? We're taking her in at the end of this chapter. Director of Human Resources, how are things with the protests around the General Student Council building? I was actually just about to reach out to you about that. We've assembled many students to protest the Transportation Office and Regulatory Committee's weak response to the many incidents at public facilities recently. Hired actors! Frickin' hired actors! They always do this! Why do they always do this? I hate politics! I thought I would need to hire them, but they surprisingly just volunteered. Really? Maybe it's because they were our students, but they seemed very excited talking about transportation technology or something. Are you idiots? Are you actually idiots? Of course, none of this would have been possible without your intel, Chief of Defense. There was a lot of information that would have been hard to grasp unless you were there. I was curious of how you gathered all this data. Will this insipid curiosity of yours help you complete your task in any way? Oh no, I didn't mean to pry. Anyway, to report, angry students are protesting in front of the building, so even if you're a neutral board member not interested in factionalism, it won't look good for Chief Officer Rin. I'm sure most would be in favor if we held a vote of no confidence. Great job, and stay vigilant in managing the protesters. Hi, Nay. What about the letters you were supposed to send to the sports federations? Sports federations? What about for sports federations? I sent it right away, just like you asked! What are you supposed to do? What is your role here? Why are you so cheery about this? Well, not exactly right away. I was so hungry after the meeting that I stopped by the kitchen to grab a bite to eat. You need to report every little thing like that. So, how is the sports industry reacting? Sports industry. They usually take a pretty hard line against cheating and manipulation, so everyone was pretty disappointed to hear that the Chief Officer Rin had falsified official records of her own gain. When? Is it true that the Fox Squad that raided the General Student Council the other day was also funded by Chief Officer Rin? It did seem like they were in a rush to shut down SRT Academy. Of course, if that's all, I'm going to hang... By the way, those foxes can really give it to you, huh? They put me in a reverse key lock as soon as I grabbed their shoulders. I bet they got training in martial arts submission at the SRT too. I should have tapped out then. My shoulder might never recover from that last attack. Heine? I'm hanging up. Yeah, wait. But this is really important. I was supposed to get an onigiri earlier, and I want you to know who... I want to know who... Heine? Girl? I know you're not the smartest on the shirt. I'm... smartest tool in the yeah. Heine, I think you're being used here and you don't even know. And, wow, Kaya, count up your sins. Count up your sins, because they're gonna come back at you at 1,000-fold at the end of this. At least I can put our concerns about the no confidence votes to rest. And lastly, Fox Squad. Protocol team? Who's the protocol team? Yes, I need you to draft an emergency statement right away. Also, reach out to the Chronos channel on the municipal stations. It'll take time to set up the cameras. Oh wait, there are actual other news stations other than Chronos? Really? I'm surprised. I thought there was only one. Station in this entire place. The no confidence vote shouldn't take long. The outcome is already set. Yes, please help us stay on track. And we'll be welcoming a very special guest soon, so please be prepared. Our guest name is President Kaiser, I'm gonna call it. Oh, never mind, it's me. Never mind, it's me. What was that? Episode 7? And we're not even halfway through? Okay, let's at least get through this meeting first, and then we'll see where we go from there. Next episode. I went straight to the General Student Council building after hearing Kaya's broadcast, but also I need some water. Hold up a second. Let me get you guys to where there is actual background music before I actually grab water. Which is right now. Alright, be right back, grabbing water. Yeah, she's never getting that onigiri at this rate. I am back, by the way. I am back. I got the water, and I also tried to see if I could find some food to eat. Because all that bento talk from earlier and the onigiri made me want to eat something. But I think I'll just save it for the end of the stream. I am kind of curious though. I do have some tofu in the fridge, uncooked tofu. Is it actually possible to eat tofu uncooked? Or do I need to cook it? I know some people do that, but I don't know if it's actually a thing that people do. Anyway, I'll think about that later. Sensei! Oh dear, we're in a tight spot. Rin is... No, the chief officer is... You can technically eat anything if you're brave enough. Okay. Alright. Can you update me on the situation? Calm down, Ayumu. What happened? Calm down. What happened? So... Rin has been arrested. Okay, that's pretty to the point. She's been accused of forging the General Student Council President's letter for her own gain and ordering acts of terrorism against fellow officers. Now, we all know that is BS. You two know that is BS because you were with us. You know who else I feel like should have been with us? Aoi should have been with us. A few other people should have also been with us to see all this stuff go down. But no! Where the heck were they? Actually, where the heck were they? I mean, I get that they were trying to get things under control when everything went down, but still, where the frick were they? Like, we could have at least get them on board so that we would have more people against Kaya, but that's not happening. The letter the president left when she disappeared. How? It's all just a horrible misunderstanding. No misunderstanding. They framed her. 100%. Oh yeah. You know it. If our high-minded senior had been someone who is capable of considering any kind of self-interest or preservation, the General Student Council would have never recovered and continued to run the way it did. But alas, too preoccupied with her doing the right thing, she fell for their blatant schemes. How are you both? Are you okay? We're hanging in there, at least for now. In the no-confidence vote, Defense Chief Kaya's supporters were almost overwhelmingly loud. Those who argued for Rin's innocence were drowned out by the prevailing sentiment and ousted from the proceedings. Do they even know what Kaya is on about? Or are they just taking her at face value? Because I feel like they're just taking her at face value for some reason. I've always complained about work, but I never thought I'd see the day when I'd skip it like this. I don't know if them being at the meeting would have helped, actually. You're here, Sensei. The new acting General Student Council President is waiting for you. Right this way. I'd think twice if I were you, Sensei. They're pretty blatantly setting a trap and asking you to walk into it. Going there would be pretty dumb, don't you think? I suppose it would be pretty dumb, but I still need to get a lowdown on what's happening here. So, I kind of have no choice but to walk into there. Yeah, the General Student Councils of all the other academies are basically keeping it together. Meanwhile, what is the actual General Student Council doing? Honestly, I have no idea. I think they're mainly in charge of infrastructure, right? So, as long as infrastructure is still running, hey, it's all good. But as soon as it starts falling apart, they start pointing fingers. So it's like, yeah. You're gonna get crushed like a potato chip. You would know. You're eating one right now. In front of me. Give me some, please. I'm kinda hungry. I'll manage, one way or another. Just stay safe until I get back, Momoka. Ayemu? Your lucky blind positivity is your best trait. A slacker like me can't help you if you really want to go in there, so be careful. What help do I have, I wonder? Can we get Plana to come out of the tablet? Is that a thing that she can still do? But please take care of yourself, Sensei. Gehenna is indeed a miracle. Follow me. Girl, I know you're just following orders, but you're the other hate sink for mob characters. Let me just tell you. Hello, Sensei. I'm sorry the General Student Council's mess has caused you so much inconvenience. Normally, we would have had someone to greet you formally, but I heard you were out earlier. Given the circumstances, I felt it necessary to call you directly. I do apologize it was such a public medium. You didn't have any urgent plans, did you? Anything special planned? Just some errands needed to take care of? So, about that. What happened to Rin? Chief Officer Rin is under detention in the student dorms. You know, I keep forgetting that the General Student Council is actually has their own school here. It's just that they're just so wrapped up in actually managing the city that you forget that they actually have classrooms. Actual classrooms in this place. Like, I didn't realize that until I took a closer look at the map. It's like, really? Classroom here? I guess they're technically still students, but they don't look like they look like they come from different parts of Kivotos. I've stepped in as acting president of the General Student Council following the Student Council President's recently discovered letter. I'm looking forward to working even more closely with you, Sensei. About that, where did this supposed letter come from, Kaya? Can I see it? It was found in the school's basement. We store some of the President's old belongings and projects like the crafting room in there. I can completely understand how this would have happened during the transfer of authority and Charlotte's involvement. Even someone like Rin can make mistakes. And... hold up. Pouring my water here. Not sure if you can hear that. Okay. And did you orchestrate this unauthorized search of the basement? I suppose I can't deny that at this point. Oh! You're actually admitting it! I'm actually surprised that you're admitting this. Why are you admitting to this? What is up with you that you're actually admitting to this? Once the coup threw DU into chaos, I secretly had someone retrieve any of the President's belongings still in the basement. It just seems so strange to me. The thought of a superhuman like the General Student Council President despairing and leaving Rin of all people to fill her shoes. I thought maybe there was something we, the ordinary students, weren't getting. Some great plan. But it was thanks to this unauthorized search I finally uncovered the General Student Council President's true intentions. I know I overstepped a little bit, but even so, but the end justifies the means. You're starting to get it. Sometimes rules and processes impede justice. Justice! Right. The people in power aren't superhumans. Their laws are weak, full of holes, and pests will always come crawling out of the woodwork to find and exploit their flimsy systems. One needs heavy boots to crush those pests, Sensei. Kaiser might have gotten a little overzealous during their occupation of Shale, but that doesn't mean their power is a lie. The opposite, actually. Wielding authority properly, as it was intended, happens to be a natural part of the job of the Chief of Defense. So I fully intend to use my authority as acting General Student Council President to its fullest extent. What are you going to do with Charlie? What I'm going to do with Charlie? You make me sound so villainous, Sensei. I'm also voicing you, so you are villainous right now. Why would I change anything? Especially after all, you and your little team did for Kivotos when the General Student Council was in chaos. We appreciate your contributions and wouldn't dream of acting ungratefully. But it's also evident to anyone with eyes that you're overworked, Sensei. Overworked my butt! I mean, you're not wrong, but still overworked my butt! While students do take shift to help lighten your day-to-day workload, Charlotte's organizational structure inherently means you'll always be stretched thin. So we've been thinking. We, the members of the General Student Council, have been brainstorming how we could, you know, help you out, Sensei. And how are you planning to do that? What is this paper in front of me? I do not like this pen. What the heck is this for? I cannot read the Japanese, but I'm assuming it says Share something 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 something. This is a proposal to reform Share's administrative structure. We hope to present this to you for your approval. Our main goal is to lessen your workload while giving you more authority, Sensei. Kaya, let me remind you of something here. I get to sign this paper, and unless you threaten me, I am not gonna sign it. First things first. Second thing, I am a freaking adult. Your little games aren't gonna work on me. But I guess that also depends on who's around here, because you could literally kill me right now if you really, really want to. So let's just see what you got here. Take your time and look it over. If you approve, sign the dotted line. What changes after I sign this? Oh, wow. Hold up. Hold up. This is the freaking face of evil, people. What the freaking heck? I know you guys mentioned she had goat eyes before, but holy crap, the goat eyes are extremely pronounced here. She is literally the devil right now. What the heck? We're gonna be reenacting Paradise Lost at some point, aren't we? Aren't we? Nothing changes, per se. You can keep doing your job as you always have. Spend your days with your students. Help citizens in need. Of course, it's no issue if you don't want to keep working. I won't judge you if you decide to slack off a bit, Sensei. If you need money, consider yourself taken care of. We'll even handle all the tedious paperwork for you. I do remember how much you hate those reports. I actually don't have enough activity reports. Can you give me some more? I think some people need it. The ball's in your court, Sensei. You would have to just give us one little thing. Let me guess, you want me to give up the tablet? Because that ain't happening. Moving forward, we'll take responsibility for your actions. What is that supposed to mean? All activities in Shalu will be conducted in the name of the General Student Council. Whatever you may do, whatever consequences follow Shalu, we'll handle the aftermath. That sounds like a good deal and all, but I don't think that's what it actually means. Not a bad proposition, right? Adults are known for trying to dodge responsibilities, aren't they? You're talking to me. Have you heard of my reputation recently? I had to suck someone's foot to rescue someone else. That's not dodging a responsibility. That's taking on responsibility. What are you talking about? Also, that wasn't a lie. I actually did that. So can you please let me off easy for in the student records for that one? Please, thank you very much. So I'll take on all of it for you, Sensei. You can just lean on me and finally breathe easy. Thank you for the offer, but I won't be signing this. No. Being adult means shouldering your responsibilities, no matter how heavy. That's our Sensei. That's our Sensei. That's how it should be done. You know, the loophole here is that you need me to sign that. I have the choice not to sign it. I choose not to sign. Come again? Sensei, there seems to be some confusion. Our proposal isn't about trying to pin you down. It's not an underhanded trick to take away Charlotte's authority. We're only looking to make your job easier, to give you more freedom. You could do whatever you wanted. Yeah, she skipped. She definitely skipped the story. She didn't get. She didn't get the. She didn't get the abridged notes to all the previous. She didn't get the abridged notes to all the previous stories, including freaking Volume F, which she was partly a part of. Excuse me. Of course, the proposal isn't set in stone. If there was a clause you dislike, we can discuss it. I won't lie. Your offer is tempting. But I can't let my students watch my back as I run away. But slacking out doesn't exactly set the right tone for my students. This is true, but more so the first reason than the second one. I can't let my students watch my back as I run away, though they do help us out quite a bit. When is Sensei gonna bring out the Common Rider belt and actually step in himself? I have seen a few of those fan arts pop up recently. And I kind of want to see it one day, but I don't think it's ever going to happen. We only have a freaking credit card, but that credit card is pretty strong, apparently. You really are just a stubborn adult. A stubborn, pathetic adult so lost in your childish ideals that you can't face reality. Managing people like you is truly draining. But fine, we'll shelve this reform proposal for now. You're gonna let me go just like that? Tomorrow, sweeping administrative reforms from our newly reformed cabinet will go into effect. These changes are Kivotos' future. I'm going to transform our society into a well-regulated, perfect new world. I hope you'll reconsider after witnessing our new Kivotos come to fruition. The Defense Department, or rather, the General Student Council is always open to you now. I expect I'll see you soon, Sensei. Wow. We've dealt with other adults. I guess we also dealt with students, but this is different. We're basically... Wow, she had a face going on there. She had a face going on there. That was fun. I mean, Sensei himself didn't see it, but that was a good face on her, honestly. The next morning, in front of Usagi Park. Oh? Bell? Attention residents! A new executive order will go in effect at 12 a.m. today. Please visit the General Student Council website as well as your local administrative agency for further details. We look forward to your active cooperation in any future inspections by law enforcement. I feel like the other academies, depending on what this is going to be, are not going to stand down for this. The General Student Council is not responsible for any harm or damages incurred from a failure to comply. Once again, attention residents, a new executive order will go into effect at 12 a.m. today. Is this really happening? I guess so, although I don't even really know what this is. I already tried to read through the clauses of their stupid website, but it was so convoluted you can't tell what they're saying at all. Do you think Sensei's okay? We haven't heard from them since they went to the General Student Council building yesterday. Sensei will be okay. The new council's influence hasn't reached the Sanctum Tower as of yet. My biggest concern is what's happening all around the city right now. The announcements were alarming enough, but since this morning, I've seen a parade of armored transports and soldiers filling up the streets. There's no way it's another coup, is there? It's way too eerily quiet. We would have at least heard some shooting. It's hard to tell. We don't have any vision of the city from here. Right now, information is our most essential resource. We'll have to do some recon in the field. Gear up, Rabbit Squad. Let's get to the bottom of this. Oh jeez. Sorry, maybe you're gonna have to move out. Alright. Oh, wow. Kaiser PMC? Not the people I wanted to see right now. Aren't those idiots Kaisers special forces or whatever. Yeah, I recognize them. Why are they decked out in gear in the middle of the city? It's all civilian zones here. Attention citizens! As of today, security supervision of our 47 districts, including Usagi Town, will be managed by Kaiser Security. In accordance with the Acting General Student Council President's will and the new executive order, Kaiser Security will ensure public order in Kivotos. Wow, this kind of reminds me a little bit of some countries with armed security. Yeah, this is a little bit too familiar for me personally. We request the public's cooperation to ensure a seamless transition. Is anyone gonna object to this? Aw man, running so late. They don't even hear it. The time Kivotos became North Korea, you know what? That's not what I was thinking, but I suppose so, now that I think about it. Why is the traffic light taking forever today? I'm gonna be late at this rate. Maybe I'll just go... Halt! Me? Yes, you. Why are you trying to cross the street when the light is red? I mean... You're not wrong? But that's a little bit too on the nose, isn't it? I was running late for my appointment. I was rushing. I'm very sorry. Can you give me a pass this one time? Rules apply to everyone equally. For violating the General Student Council regulations and disrupting traffic, you will be charged with a 100,000 yen penalty for almost... And wow! For almost jaywalking? He didn't even jaywalk yet! Come on! Or did he actually jaywalk? But still! That's too much! 100,000 yen ticket for jaywalking? I mean, I get jaywalking isn't cool, but that's way more than usual. Opposing the will of the Acting General Student Council President? Unacceptable. You are under arrest for sedition. This can't be happening. Oh, there needs to be an uprising right now. What else is gonna happen? Now, how does this thing work again? Is it this button? What's that? Why is everyone crowding at this ATM? You there, why are you loitering? Please bear with me, I'm an old man, I'm not tech savvy. Withdrawing cash takes a little while sometimes, I just need to find the right button. Everyone is equal, no exceptions. All citizens deserve access to public utilities. Really? This is taking a little too far. Really? You must move once your allotted time has passed. Your selfish behavior has created a lie. He is still not done. I can't even get cash these days. Welcome back, Salty. What'd you miss? You missed Kaya being a villain and us not really falling for it. But then all the security here is yeah. You there, what's in your head? Oh, this? Just a grenade? Just a grenade? Just a deadly explosive device that could destroy buildings and injure citizens with a mere toss? But this is standard for everyone. Are you a terrorist? Who's your target? Hold up, since when can we not carry grenades around? You know what, that's actually kind of funny, right here. This is kind of funny. Normally, people do not carry grenades, but in Kivotos, that's normal, so what are you talking about? You wouldn't tell me I couldn't carry my school books or water bottle, would you? I'm pretty sure grenades are listed on our supplies list. In accordance with the new executive orders, carrying explosives weighing over 100 grams within DU territory is illegal. You're under arrest for conspiracy to commit a terror attack. No way, that's absurd! You know who's actually doing terrorist attacks, but not actually trying to overthrow anything? The Gourmet Club, as well as the Hot Springs Club. Yeah, those two. Possibly also Problem Solver 68, but you know, they're not in your jurisdiction, so don't worry about it. There are soldiers everywhere, and they're arresting citizens left, right, and center. Kaiser PMC is doing terrorist attacks under the guise of security. And since when it becomes illegal to carry grenades in the city? If that was a thing, I would have been arrested ages ago. It's all a part of the new executive order they issued. There's so many new rules and regulations they could probably teach an entire class on it. The textbook would be huge. Ahem, we're focusing on the wrong thing here. Since when is Kaiser Corporation in charge of policing the public? What happened to Valkyrie? Shouldn't the whole lot of them be behind bars after their failed coup? Kaiser has more influence than we realize, I think. I can't stand seeing law enforcement intimidating and arresting residents, even if it's in the name of crime prevention. That's just not how justice should be upheld. But today does feel more orderly. Miyu, you're not helping. On a typical day in Kivotos, one would have some yahoos firing guns or trying to blow us up with a grenade launcher. With such a threatening security presence, no one's foolish enough to start anything. Okay, how about you guys in the park occupying with all your weapons? Aren't they gonna go after you next? Just saying. Why does this feel so wrong? Isn't this the ideal society? No one commits any crimes because the law reigns sovereign over the city. So why does it feel so ominous? Because it's not the regular Kivotos you know, and it's not done properly, that's why. Is this the justice I've envisioned all these years? No, it's not. Who's this? You there, what are you doing? To not know me, it is your first time beholding such greatness, I would assume. Is this the hippie guy? We are well known, famous even, among folk who pursue a lifestyle... yeah, it is the hippie guy. Who pursue a lifestyle of minimalism and tranquility. You must have been living under a life of extravagance to not know about us. Hey, it's you again. I am Descartes. We're a collective of the poor who hope to simply live simply, and honestly, we call ourselves the pursuers of possessive happiness. The pursuers, for short. The pursuers. Exactly. And we aren't moochers of society. We chose this way of life to nourish our souls. Not working, not owning, not wanting. Except you have a lot of stuff, so you do have a lot of owning. Interested? If you fancy our ways of life, please? Bravo 1, take this idiot away. What? Now, wait a minute. We haven't done anything wrong. If you're going to haul us away, you have to at least give us a reason. Okay, here's your reason. Because you did nothing wrong. Guys? This is the most BS charge I've ever seen. What the freaking heck? You don't do anything wrong, you still get arrested. You do something wrong, you get arrested. You can't do anything in this town anymore. This is freaking a communist country with a totalitarian leader at this point. Wow, you're a cancerous parasite leeching off society. You drain its resource and give nothing in return. For a thriving community, we need to reshape mindsets like yours. We're sending you to the Kaiser Corporation's employment facility to work. Time for you to contribute to society. I don't think that's your job. Just saying, I don't think that's your job. But also, they should get a job. No! You can't make me work! No! Excuse me. Oh no, don't show yourselves right now. Even if the course of action you pursue is for the public good and safety, you cannot arrest citizens without a warrant. If you abuse your authority like this, as a member of SRT Academy, I have no choice but to intervene. You misunderstand. This is the will of the acting president. I am to understand you are questioning her command. Even if you say it's her will, a weapon has one purpose, and it's useless if it can't perform it. Yeah, I think this is the first time that particular NPC has. No, there have I feel like there's other NPCs that have shown up multiple times. Though the Kaiser CEO was definitely the most notable example. The hippie is the second one. Anyway, which school are you from? I don't recognize your uniforms. SRT Academy. SRT Academy? Doesn't ring any bells. Excuse me? Are you trying to antagonize us? Saki, it's okay if they don't know. It just means we'll have to teach them who we are, one lesson at a time. On top of that, you seem to have weapons that violate the new executive order. You're being detained too. Drop your weapons and put your hands in the air. How about not? Rabbit 1, permission? Permission granted, on my signal. It's fine, I can handle this. Who is this? Don't tell me it's a Fox Squad. Oh, not who I expected. It's been a while, Rabbit Squad. General, from the recent attack on Chalet. You mean the one who nearly blew up a building during Operation Recapture Chalet? I'm honored my decision stood out enough in the minds of such elites as yourselves to be remembered. Don't get a big head about it. It's more like your refusal to accept defeat was so absurd that I couldn't help but remember you. I suppose I have to take what I can get. I will admit, I may have underestimated your squad back then. But unfortunately for you, I'm not too prideful to learn from my past mistakes. Why let us go? The odds were on your side in that situation. Ha! As if those grunts would have stopped you. Regardless, I have orders. Direct orders from the Acting General Student Council President, in fact. Do not antagonize SRT Academy students. The acting from Defense Chief Kaya? Yes. It seems she's planning to reinstate SRT Academy. Under her command this time. If that is true, we may not be allies, but we will be on the same side. I have no reason to fight you. She's going to reinstate SRT? There. Their complexion is pale. Do you need anything? Probiotics. Food. Please feel free to take advantage of Kaiser's services. You'll have access to whatever supplies you need at the Kaiser Express in front of the park. Granted, we can't openly give you outlawed weapons, but if you need something, let's just say we can arrange something a little bit more discreet. Your offer sounds fine and dandy, but I know when something's too good to be true. What are you scheming behind the scenes? Your last plan was to overthrow the General Student Council failed largely because of us. Surely you resent us. Isn't that a given? I can't stand you, SRT. You have power most can only dream of, and you squander it away on your shallow ideas of justice. Your misguided sense of righteousness almost cost me everything. The idea of taking each and every one of you down? It's incredibly appealing. But sometimes, society requires us to be nice. It requires handshakes with trembling little rabbits. Personal vendettas mean nothing in the face of my greater goals. In that regard, President Kaya sets a good example. She'd collaborate with anyone as long as it furthered her goals. She provided as much as she extended. She proved as much when she extended her hand again after I betrayed her. The cooperation of two who understand how to exploit others' strengths is stronger than your paltry relationships. Things like comradeship, friendship, machinations of the weak. You believe in nothing then? I have my beliefs, but they don't dictate my missions. I follow orders, regardless of my personal beliefs. That's what makes an ideal soldier, a proper special ops agent. Can you claim that? To me, you're strong but idealistic to a fault. Whiny little children. You're cowering prey who fight you're cowering prey who fight the injustices in front of you, but turn your head at inequalities that don't affect you. So keep winning as many battles as you want, but you won't be able to win this war. You don't have the resolve. They also don't have the help, so that's the other thing. Let's head back, everyone. We've collected more than enough intel. Please feel free to accept some of Kaiser's free supplies on your way back. No thank you. I'm not naive enough to be in debt to someone like you. Not when I don't know what you're planning. Oh, excellent! At least the leader has some amount of common sense. Until next time, then. Wow, mutual animosity! You gotta love that. Can't believe we just got lambasted by that loser of all people. Something's wrong. What is it? Is there something on my face? No, about when he was taunting us earlier. You're usually a hot-headed idiot, so I was just waiting for your balloon to explode. But you actually kept your cool! Has our little Usagi finally matured? There were soldiers with guns everywhere. It's not about maturity. I was trying to get us not killed. I would have liked to take that stupid general's face and... well, he was right about one thing. We could use a little chill right now anyway. Dominating in battle won't help if those in power change the rules every time they start losing. I mean, at the end of the day, we were really made to follow orders. At SRT, they always said, on the battlefield, emotions are a distraction. And distractions mean failure. So, I think it's time to address the elephant in the room. What's our next move, Miyako? Elephant? What do you mean? Wait, you don't see it? Don't play dumb. Yukino wants us to disband and become part of Fox Squad. What do you want to do? I'm hesitant to disband Rabbit Squad, but if SRT Academy is really reopened, it'd be a little purposeless to continue protesting here. Then maybe being a good weapon and listening is our best option. I mean, how much longer are we really gonna live in the park? We can't keep scavenging for supplies forever. We have no way of making money and improving our situation, and I personally would much rather have a warm bed than when winter hits. I'll do whatever you do, Miyako. I see. She's conflicted, I feel like. Considering Chief Kai promised to restore SRT Academy, keeping up this barricade in the park is pointless. Joining our seniors would mean a structured life, better weapons, and a comfortable place to live for the whole squad. What matters more to me? Are these ideals I've dug my nails into since the moment I joined SRT just that? Ideals? Dreams? My squad members' struggles are what matters. Okay, listen up, everyone. I can't make a final decision without hearing from you first. Alright. They're becoming like Kana, almost poetic. Yeah, I think Kana, what do you call this, is being pragmatic. But I think we're gonna have to stop here for today. For one, we can't exactly finish this this chapter in one sitting. I don't know if it's because the episodes were long, or I dragged out the episodes somehow. So this looks like a good place to stop as any. So we're gonna stop here for today. I hope you guys don't mind too much. But we will continue this next time. Maybe next weekend. I think next weekend looks like it's still gonna be a I think the next weekend is going to be a good place to pick back up. Let's see. I do plan on trying to finish this in the next stream, though. It seems like you said there were 24 episodes in this chapter, and I don't think it would make sense to break it up into 3 parts, so we'll just do it in 2 parts then. When this part was released, it was divided into 2 parts. You were going to say something before starting the stream. The story? Oh, it wasn't released in one go. Okay, I mean, if they release it in 2 parts, I guess it makes sense. Where did they stop initially? I'm kind of curious. Where did they initially stop when they first released this? I'm assuming a little bit further. Okay, a bit further. Yeah, I feel like we could go a little bit further, but I feel like also we can finish the rest of this next time. But yeah, this I feel like is a good stopping place. So we're gonna stop here. Let's see. But so far, I hate politics. Let's get that out of the way. I hate politics. Oh, should I stop at episode 10? Should we go one more? Should we go one more, or is this a good place? Can't remember. I do feel like that we're at a decent stopping point though, because I don't know if the Rabbit Squad are gonna keep talking, but we can quickly recap that next time if we have to. As far as the stream summary goes, Rin is basically under house arrest. Kaya tried to do Kaya things, tried to sucker us into a, what do you call this? Into a contract, or at least a change in regulations. I'm kind of surprised she can't just say, poof, you are now gone, Shale. Like, I'm pretty sure she could do that if she really wanted to, being acting president, all that stuff. At the Blue Archive song forums you made, can I send you one more song? Yeah, sure, go ahead. I don't know if I limited to one per person. If I did, let me know, and I will lift that limitation. Yeah, so by the way, if you guys haven't heard yet, I did make a form for, what do you call this? I did make a form for you guys to send in your Blue Archive song requests to be looked at, or at least to share for next time we meet. So next Tuesday is the plan, is on our other regular Blue Archive day. Next Tuesday we are going to be looking over some of your music remixes and suggestions. So if you don't have that link, let me put it in the description here if I can figure out how to get this thing. Settings, share. Where's the share button in this form? How do I get to the freaking share button? It might be... How do I share this? I will figure that out later. I do have a question. Do the rules that Kaya made only affect DU, or does it extend to the other academies? Because I feel like that other academies are basically their own little city-states, but I don't know if they also follow General Student Council rules and stuff. It's only DU? That's kind of limiting, isn't it? At least for them. I mean, I feel like if they actually extended to the other places, the student councils in other places would not stand for it. Okay, let me put it in the description here so that you guys have access to this. Let's see. I am going to put it right above the information, but below the BGM stuff, because the BGM stuff's important. Request music to be showcased on stream. Here. There we go. Okay, the description should be updated now, if you want to check that out. We do have a few requests that have been put in. Let me double check here. Henry, were you able to send in another request? I need to make sure that I didn't limit it to one per person. I don't think I did, but let me double check. Let's see, responses. Limit to one response. Oh, I did. Okay, I'm gonna take that off. I took off the limitation now, so you should be able to send another one. Okay, if it's still limiting, send me a message either probably on the community post. It would be a better place for that kind of thing. But yeah. They don't have much rights in the Academy's territory. It's kind of funny that they don't have rights in the Academy's territory. They only have rights to that one little space that they have in their location, which is interesting to say the least. But I guess that also kind of limits their powers, I suppose, which is kind of nice. But also it makes it a little bit difficult for them to do anything outside of the non-academy zones, I guess. So yeah. Anyway, that was fun. That was fun. I'm assuming Chapter 5 is also gonna be not Chapter 5, Volume 5. When we get there, it's also gonna be broken up in 2 parts because, like you said, the chapters are getting a bit longer. Though I was able to get through Volume F, each chapter in Volume F in one go. But yeah, at least for this portion, it seems like a lot of stuff happened, but at the same time, not a lot of stuff has happened. So I'm kind of curious about that. But yeah, again, let's see. Kaya's ruthless, but not dumb enough to pull Charlotte and everyone else against herself. You think if she actually offed Charlotte by like shut down forcefully, it would actually cause everyone else to revolt? Because I don't know if they would actually do that. I mean, sure, Sensei is beloved and all that stuff, but I think they wouldn't just rush into the General Student Council and demand that they open it back up. I don't think it works like that. Volume F streams were quite long. Yeah, I think they were about as long as all the other previous streams, like 4 to 5 hours. I'm gonna try not to make it that long if possible, but if the chapters are getting longer, we will break it up a little bit more. So yeah, I mean, it is quite the marathon to go through, and I guess it would be better in the long run to just, you know, keep the story VODs a bit on the short side if possible, like between 3 and 4 hours. I can't believe I'm actually trying to do like timing stuff like that, but it is kind of late also for some people. But anyway, yeah, so we will be back next Saturday to do the rest of Chapter 2. And on Tuesday, music stuff. And if we don't have enough music to fill the stream, then I would definitely have some I want to show you guys at least also. So I hope you're ready for that one. And if it goes well, we might have another session if we have a lot of stuff. By the way, if you don't want to use the forum, you can always request stuff during the stream itself. It's just the forum makes it easier for me to at least collect the music ahead of time. And what do you call it? Collect the music ahead of time and get it ready, so I don't have to hunt for it during the stream. So just keep that in mind, please. It helps me plan for that in the long run. Also, almost time with the first episode of Volume 1, Chapter 3. Oh, are we getting that soon? Are we getting Chapter 3 of Volume 1 soon? When is that supposed to happen? Sure, but Sensei now has the image of a hero after what happened in Volume F. Remember, he took the leadership of that time. He does. He really does. There's also one really good orchestral album, but it's way too long for a single stream. I think like 50 minutes. Yeah, I think if we try to... Yes, you should be able to send more than one song now. Before I had it limited to one song, but you should be able to send it more than one song now. Again, if you are not able to send more than one song to me, I think I have it limited to like one entry per form, just to keep it easy for myself when I search through those. But if you can't send more than one form, please go to the community tab, and there should be a post that's pretty easy to spot about that, and let me know there. Please comment over there. The first few episodes will come out next month, I think. Okay. I'm hoping we can finish at least. Well, we should be able to finish this, and I hope we are able to finish Volume 5, Chapter 1 in time before that hits. Is that also when the train twins come up? Because I think everyone is waiting for the train twins. And before, I guess if we have time, we should do the Trip Trap event. No? What do you mean no? Hold up. What do you mean no? I thought the train twins showed up in chapter 3. It's just the first part? Okay, but they do show up in that chapter. Right? Yes or no? Okay, wait, just hold on. I'm looking through my event list right now. Okay, so they do eventually show up. Do I have all the story for Trip Trap event? I know I skipped the story for that one. I definitely know I skipped the story. Yep, we got it. Okay, so if we do have time before that drops, we need to go through Trip Trap Train because I hear it is related to, at least a little bit related to chapter 3 in the Abydos chapter. Chapter 3 is getting cut into so many updates. Well, that just means we have that much time to go through it. And we're not going to be too overwhelmed for stream. Hopefully. But yeah. Yeah, let's see. I did mention that I have to get through August. I don't know what the heck is going to happen at the end of August to me personally. But hopefully if things work out on my end, I will be here still past August. Things are a little dicey with certain things, so I'm making sure they go through, but I will still do my best here. Just FYI. Just FYI. Truly showing which school is the protagonist. I think yeah, Abydos is the first school volume to get. No, actually it's not. I was about to say Abydos is the first school volume to get 3 chapters. It's not. Eden Trinity got 3 volumes. But I don't know. Yeah, you sent the dev talk on last time. I think you sent the dev talk. I haven't had a chance to watch it though. Just I need to find time to do that. I've been busy with other things. Let's see. February 7, part 1. April 11, part 2. June 5. That much of a gap since. There's actually a pretty decent gap between all of those. 4 parts. This is the release of chapter 3. Are we gonna be getting in that order? Are they gonna send it in batches like they have done in JP? I'm assuming it's gonna be in batches. Could probably keep it for after finishing chapter 2 of volume 4. Okay. I'll wait until we finish. I'll wait until we finish the rabbit chapter before I look at the dev interview. And the design of the Fox Squad. Gotcha. Hold up, what's going on over here? Why do I have a red thing on my recap?
Konnichiwa, sensei. ここでは過去の思い出.
Oh! I guess I triggered this while we did the story. Wait, so that's good. Okay, so it initially ended at episode 10, according to this. So I could have gone one more I could have gone one more episode, but it's a good stopping point, so we're not gonna do that. And we're gonna stop for a while now already, so not gonna go back and try to finish that today. Train Twins were in part 2? Ah, I see. Gosh darn it, I kind of want to see the Train Twins, but I guess I have a lot of setup before that happens. How many episodes are in chapter 3? If you guys know. I haven't checked it, so kind of curious about that. Because I feel like if it's releasing in that many bites, it's definitely going to be at least 20 episodes. But hopefully it's not going to be like super long. Maybe? I don't know. Is chapter 3 even done yet? I guess that's the other thing I had to ask. It's gonna be longer than chapter 5, definitely. Okay, is chapter 3 even done yet? 15 episodes so far. Not done yet. Wow, they are really taking their sweet time on that, aren't they? Huh. Okay, more episodes coming out on the 17th. Alright. So they're definitely spacing this out. On one hand, I'm glad to see that they're actively working on it, but holy crap, the wait for these chapters. I'm kind of wondering if we should do them as they release or do them all in one go. Maybe we should just do them as they release. It'd probably be better that way, actually. Yeah. I think they might be doing one chapter per year at this rate. If their release schedule is as you say, they're probably going to be doing one chapter per year at this rate. How long has it? I mean, I don't think their previous chapters took that long. Imagine this wait for Volume F. It was hell. Wait, how long was Volume F released over? 5 months since it started for at least chapter 3. But how long was Volume F released over? If I didn't realize it was released in multiple parts, though I guess there were multiple chapters, so there would be multiple parts. But it's starting to feel like that MiHoYo release schedule for the stories, but it's I don't want to say it, but I mean, let them cook, but also the wait is immense. The wait is super immense. It's now that I am catching up on this thing, which means I have to figure out other things to do in between. It's gonna be painful. I read the same part you just read now on release, and having to wait was excruciating. I bet. I absolutely bet. But yeah. Volume 3 is only over 3 months. Only over 3 months. But was that after little bits and releases from JP? Or did they decide to release it over 3 months in global? Because there's a huge difference there. So I don't know how they're gonna do it for chapter 3 when Ian gets it. Oh, and JP. Okay. So they were actually pretty quick with Volume F in JP. Huh, interesting. But now we have this multi-month release schedule for Chapter 3, Volume 1. Chapter 1. Okay. It seems like they didn't want to drag it out for too long for Volume F. It was a... You know what? For such a short release schedule, I'm assuming they had everything ready to begin with. Which would only make sense anyway. And they decided not to tease it out for too long. I feel like for this chapter in particular, chapter 3 of Abydos, I feel like they're slowly making the story as they go, or maybe they have an outline, but it's so big that they are releasing in tiny little pieces like this. So that's my theory. That's my Blue Archive theory, among other theories that I'm starting to have that maybe other people already have. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes in the near future. But yes, again, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to end it here for today. The Rabbit Squad make me hungry. And the talk of onigiri also made me hungry. So I'm going to go and make the really, really, really bad decision of eating something at almost 11 p.m. at night. So this isn't gonna be good for me. But that is what I'm gonna do to myself. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Before we go, though, we do have one track to end the stream on, and I will make sure to actually let it play to completion. I just realized every time I've played the ending songs for the past few streams, it did not play it into completion for the outro. So I apologize for that. I did not realize I did that, and now I will fix it. But let me put up the song that we are going to be putting up today. I will also put the information for this one in the description at the end of the stream. So let's see. Is it this one? Oh yeah, it is this one. Okay. Let's go then. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.